Anyway,
hello everybody. Welcome
Hello,
in.
everybody. Yeah. Sorry, we're babbling. Hello, welcome back to the Sin Providence, episode 23. Hope you all had a very good week. It is. I'm excited for this episode. We kind of went a little long last week, so I'm kind of excited to jump back in. I've had some ideas for this week all week long, so I'm kind of pumped to get into it. But before we do, hi guys, welcome to the show. Bub, Dot, Tracy, hope you're all doing well. Hope you all had a fantastic week. Bub did not do well.
No, I did great. I'm wired right now, dude. I feel like I'm kind of drugged, but it's really
right,
just
right.
like the lightning
Bub
that
had
is
a little
Red Bull.
too much sugar.
Yeah, dude, I'm lit
Yeah,
over
for
here.
sure.
Ate for the first time in 40
Crazy.
hours. I'm feeling crazy.
If before we jump into the show, if you guys are enjoying the show and want to support the show, there's a bunch of ways you can do it, both free and kind of going above and beyond. If you just want to join our community over on Discord, it's the first thing I always bring up. Head over to our Discord. The link will be in the chat, I'm sure. You can jump in there, join like 1,000 people who are always talking about the show. If you want to support us monetarily, you can do so at patreon.com/podbynight, where you get after shows, video or audio, depending on the tier. Or you can head over to subscribe right here on the Twitch channel, where you get some emotes, and the Twitch subs go directly towards this cast. And then there was one other thing I thought there was. I'm blanking on it. Oh, well. Oh, no, YouTube. I was going to say go to your YouTube, because we're mostly caught up on our YouTube. That's so head over. If you have like the VODs here, if you're not a subscriber, we always put the VODs up over at YouTube for free after a few days. I think we're one episode behind over on the YouTube right now. We're mostly caught up over there. And now that the holidays are over, the audio version of this is getting re-uploaded, continuing to get uploaded over to our podcast feed as well if you want to listen to it. All right. With that said, who would like to give us a recap of last week before we jump into this? Because
I don't even know what happened yesterday.
Yeah. Well, it was like in game, it was only like a night or two past, but it was a lot of Dot's map got changed.
You first, then, Bub. Give us everything that Sugar's got.
Yeah.
I said I didn't know what happened yesterday, and it's like, go get him, Bub. Jesus Christ.
Tell us.
Oh, fuck.
I don't think I've ever seen somebody talk. Okay.
It did start with David.
Catch me. If you can hit me with something, let me hook.
It opened with David returning from the weird event at the docks that he witnessed with the oceans turning to glass and frozen birds in the sky.
Yeah.
And an individual you don't really know who seems to know you very well.
Yes.
You kind of explained that to Janet and to Elle.
I remember.
You felt like a void.
I felt, I didn't have the sensation was like nothing. It was like,
yes,
when you do a sensory deprivation tank and you don't know where your body ends and the water begins, that's what it sort of felt like to Elle, right? It was just like nothingness.
Yeah, which was apparently only temporary, because then I felt you later and you felt fine. So something weird was going on there.
And then Janet was like, we got more important things to deal with. The Brujah's here.
Yep,
yes.
The Bruja was there.
Bruja showed up, so we had a Bruja moment. We talked him through some stuff, tried to get him on searching for this box so we can get our asses out of Tremere
he handed
contracting.
you over a bullet.
He handed over a bullet.
The shell casing, rather.
And I feel like there were some calls made, and then while this was happening, Elspeth and David decided to have a little conversation about swapping bodily fluids.
Oh,
that's right. Yeah.
There we go. That was the hook. Yeah, yeah. David was the little kid running around the pool with a knife. That was him right then. He was what did I say? Limit testing. He was limit testing. Man. But the conversation between Mathis and I in DMs can get a little wild from time to time. If there's like any kind of FBI agent that tunes in, they're like, one, Bub needs help, and two, Mathis needs a therapist. And both of those are still probably true outside of the fact, but like,
I got a therapist. That's what tells you how effective it is.
Yeah. David.
I mean, there was some back and forth, and you were just like, the one question you asked is like, can I do something extreme? And I was like, just tell me what you're gonna do.
Yeah. And I remember asking Elle if we could. He wanted to know a bit more about the blood, and like if blood is old, does it taste different if it's new? Like if it's a new kindred versus an old kindred, is there a variance in flavor and taste? And the general sensation or the general consensus was that, I mean, probably, but they haven't had the blood of a kindred. Janet said, you shouldn't do that. Don't fucking do that. That's a mistake. And David sees the air in it, but like he's trying to feel out like where is his safety net? If his safety net isn't with Janet and Elle, and he can't experience these like deeply questionable and private things with the people that he trusts, is there ever going to be a moment where he feels safe enough to try these generally harmful things when he finds out his limits? Because like most people spend their entire lives like, ooh, fire bad. Oh shit, falling hurts. David's like, I fly. I'm not even really that afraid of fire.
I'm gonna rip my pinky off.
Yeah. And that's like, this is another super innocuous thing about vampire that people don't talk about. We're dead. We are dead in game. That means that our nervous system does not react the same exact way. So ripping off your finger, like we regenerate the next day. What does pain actually look like when you're a dead person? Are we actually dead? Do we still feel pain? So that's why I was like, I just rip off my finger. I need to see what happens. Does this grow back fast? Does it grow back slow?
But you took aggravated damage, which is pain in a different way, a very extreme pain. And it cost you the next morning having to go feed.
Yes, it did.
And you flew off to the woods and were like, I give myself over to my beast. And I'm like, okay.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he's like,
a rager. Yeah.
With the ranger at
Speaking of
Snapplebee's.
bodily fluids,
Yep, the inner me flew to Snapplebee's and picked up a very loose couple after margarita night. Took them back. I believe there were fluids, a ball gag, and regret, which I'm sure that's not a first for everyone, but definitely for David. And he had, I guess he was an expert at aftercare. I sought towels. I sought water. I looked for cameras, anything that could get him in trouble. He tried to make it look like it was just some sort of menage a trois, some sort of like one night round. Yeah, and a thank you note, mostly because even though David is feeling shame and he's feeling a lack of consent, he needs to kind of write this off as this was a once in a lifetime event with a random person, not that he went and fed. It did talk to me though. It called me an idiot. Whomever it is. I don't even know if it's a beast. I think it's one of his. I think David might have 3 beasts. That's the crazy thing. I think they're all like the existing hunters, which
I
is
think so,
freaky.
I think so too. Yeah, that was just your one of them.
Yeah. I think if it's one of them, I think it's a Toreador because
we all think
that was your thought.
Turns on the charm, dude. The charm goes up to 11 real fast.
Or maybe it's a ministry. Maybe it's a little seductive,
it could be.
corrupting, slithering in.
It could
you
be.
know?
But David also bled on the flowers just to see what would happen, just to see if there was going to be kind of anything with that. He bled on his dandelions because they're dead. They're dead, and that made him feel a certain kind of way too. He doesn't really know how to parse that information and like file that away in his mind palace. And I think David rounded out the rest of the session with the creation of his statue. I had 11 successes on the creation of that massive statue.
It's going to take some time,
yeah,
but
it's gonna take
you
some
chipped
days.
away at it. But like, yeah, we kind of saw the scene where, like I said, it was a nice contrast to David's experience with patience and time, and the idea of like being so young and everything kind of happening really quickly. And then when it comes to art, being able to take your time and like really, really bathe in that patience and that artistic vision. So it took you probably a couple of hours to find a piece of rock that was the one you wanted to chip away at.
Yeah. Because he's feeling shame. Like I think he's feeling shame. He's kind of feeling a little disgusted with himself because he's not.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're at humanity, what, 7 or 8?
I think 8. I'm at humanity 8. Yeah.
Yeah. It makes sense why you still feel these things.
Crazy.
You know, they're echoes of what they were. It's never full shame, but whether David even knows if it's an echo, you know, what full shame even feels like as a living creature is questionable. All the while, obviously, Janet met with the Tremere in the car, passed along some information, had a conversation with them. Well, it was a couple sessions ago now that Elle went to the library and got the copy of the Chantry Blueprint, which is since in one of your pods at this point. And you also, Janet also learned, or was it Elle also learned? I think it was Elle, that Liz is taking a vacation. She won the lottery.
Yes, I learned that,
and
and
scratch ticket payment.
I put a huge thing in my notes that I need to tell the rest of the coterie because I forgot to at the end of the session. So Elspeth definitely,
we can open up with that if you like.
Yes, Elspeth definitely wants to bring it up, but I forgot. So yes, that was.
Yeah, I think we just ended the episode with like it kind of the night coming to a close. I don't think there was anything huge that we left off on. Which is
I don't think so.
Rare with the way I do things. So all right, well then, is that everything? Is there anything else in notes that we should bring up and discuss, or shall we jump right into it?
The Bruja's a cutie.
Oh yeah.
You
know what? You forgot, Mathis. What's he riding?
What kind of motorcycle he fucking
is he on a Kawasaki? Is it a Harley?
You said
better.
You said you were going to tell us what bike
Kawasaki.
it was, Mathis.
But he's going to lose so much street cred in Janet's book.
It's a
crotch rocket.
It's a little Tomahawk. He's driving a Yamaha.
No, it's got to be a Ducati. If it's not a Ducati.
God.
It's gotta be a Ducati.
You think he's got Ducati money? This guy like wears dirty leathers.
No, this guy, I'm telling you, it's Black Triumph. Like it's a British bike in my brain.
Yeah, just not a Harley. That's
he
too
needs that, like vintage. He needs the
old
vintage
white
edge,
man.
which screams.
Well,
Triumph.
he did say he was a Boston guy, right?
Yeah,
So
he's a Boston guy.
I'm not from the Boston area, but like I think Mathis probably knows a guy like this or two and can probably guess what he's driving.
Unfortunately, he wouldn't be driving a Ducati. If I looking at the Ducati, it's not what he's
No,
driving.
he is driving a freaking
Either
Triumph
the
Roadster.
Triumph looks good, or like I picture like you know, a typical Harley with like a big front wheel.
Yeah,
kind of thing,
like a Harley, yeah.
Yeah, Ducati is not his style.
All right.
Oh well, 1 point removed from the.
Sorry,
Elspeth
my pretend biker boy Bruja boyfriend.
Leather jacket,
the bike I like with you.
bike.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. The fix me energy. I got you. Yeah. All right, so we'll go ahead then, and as we'll pick up the later on. Well, we can pick up the next night, and we'll move forward tonight, and we'll have Elle said there you want to kind of like discuss.
Yes, have a
stuff.
convo. Yeah.
So without further ado, then let's set the scene, rein things in, and see what our coterie has been up to. And as always, rouse check, refill your willpowers, heal yourselves as needed, if any healing needs to be done.
I don't think so. I think I'm
actually
healthy.
And so
same.
Then we simply open up on a calm evening as we hear the pods of these doors on these pods open or roll open or what have you. And the coterie slowly trickles together, still a nameless coterie. But as you're making your way out, and we see David and Janet and then Elle kind of like linger in their pods at different times and making their way out. I imagine as Elle lays their eyes on the other two and the night is ready to get going, there's a moment of like, oh, fuck, something happened last night and I needed to tell you. However, Elle does it.
Yes, she goes to find Janet for the evening, and she'll go to Janet first, and then David.
When Janet's coming out of her pod, all getting ready.
Actually, you know what? Maybe the door. Maybe the door's cracked, but she's got some like cozy, out of place, like really nice armchair that probably came out of the house. It's like sitting in the corner of what is basically a butcher's shop, right? She's got like meat hooks hanging in like one corner, and then she's got her cute like Janet stuff in the other corner. And she's sitting there probably having like a cup of coffee because she can, right? The normalcy is just part of like what keeps Janet grounded, and she's just sitting there like trying to be normal.
Yep. She's doing her as best she can. I mean, as the camera maybe even slips through the crack of the pod. How do we? It's been maybe a week or two that you've been living in the quarry full time, maybe longer than that at this point. How's Janet been adapting? Like internally, how is she feeling? I mean, first few days, obviously very, very frustrated. As the gears begin to slowly move and construction and power lines are slowly being fed, you know, floodlights have been strung up in certain areas of the quarry as construction begins, and all that stuff. Do you see Janet as still lingering in kind of a pool of frustration, anger at her situation, or is she starting to see there's potential here, even though she still lost her house and her business and her boys and all that stuff?
Okay, because you're asking in this case what Elspeth reads on Janet when she comes in, or in general.
As Elspeth walks up and we see the crack in the door, the camera slips through the door, and
Take
we
a
as
little
the
peep
viewer
in.
get a little peek.
She looks, since the only light coming in is through the crack in the door, and it probably kind of cuts across her face. She sips on this cup of coffee in that like unnatural Stepford wife way, where there's this like strange expectation or like roboticness to normalcy. She doesn't look happy, if that is what you're looking for. She looks determined. She looks like an evil supervillain. You know, when he spins his chair around, he's got that look in his eye. That's the vibe you get. It's not that you've deflated her. She's defeated. In fact, you've probably lit a fire, and that fire is burning so hot, like a coal, deep down inside. There's this kind of jaded, powerhouse boss bitch.
It's the villain slutty lean like this.
Yes. Yeah, and she's sipping on her coffee, and you can tell she's thinking about things that you couldn't possibly imagine. But would you say that she's smiling and happy?
No.
No,
I don't mean like this. They're like tee we're in fucking like in paradise.
No, but you get this idea that like she's given into the reality, right? Because she's a realist. Janet is a realist. And she's plotting. She's plotting. So she might look a little creepy coming in that room there. You take that for what you want, Elspeth. As
our camera slips in and we kind of catch that scene for a moment or two, we do it a moment or two before Elspeth knocks or we hear Elspeth call for her. How does Elspeth like approach?
She would gently knock on the door.
What?
Was wondering if we could have a little team meeting, coterie
Why?
meeting.
About what?
Something.
I'm enjoying my coffee.
I know. Just a little something that happened last night. It's not bad. Well, maybe, but it's not like detrimental to our progress.
You probably hear the heels as she gets up and crosses like metal grate floor.
And as Elspeth, maybe you turn around, you see David's already, I'm assuming, stepping out of his pod.
Yeah, he's, I don't even know if he's necessarily going to like stop and wait to be addressed. I bet he probably extends his wings and starts heading down to where he's in the construction of the statue.
Did everybody rouse check me this evening, by the way?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Praise be.
I just opened the game.
I succeeded
so I
because
I need to do that.
I failed.
I'm still at hunger 3.
Okay.
Man.
Hunger 3, that's okay.
Life is great.
Actually, if you're already at you're still at hunger 3. You did make a bargain the other night for what? Extra liver, right?
I ate it in the car
She did
and
in the car.
then roused to read him.
Yeah.
So I'm out. I did it to get information on him, but I did it at the risk of staying just as hungry. So
yeah. And Elspeth, you're still at 1?
I am still at 1.
Yeah, you've been managing very, very well these past few sessions. I've noted.
Yeah.
And you have not gotten much
I
hungrier.
need to be on whatever anti-anxiety medication.
Right.
Thank
God, because feeding's a pain
the
in the ass.
anti-anxiety medication is called being naive and young. And that is what she's just, So Janet steps out and you see David like wings spread about to fly up like a level or 2 from you.
Hey! And she yells up,
at David as he's like taking off, and you just hear Elspeth, hey!
No flying off, please. I'm sorry. I'm not, I didn't mean to yell at you like,
Use your diaphragm, honey. That was...
Please, David, if you're going to fly off, just let us know where you're going.
I was just going to work.
To work?
Yeah. In the quarry.
Oh, yes. Okay. David, I was just wondering if we could have a team chat.
Of course.
Do we have to call it that?
A coterie meeting?
God.
I don't know what that means.
I'm bringing my coffee.
It may be something especially pertinent to you, David.
Did I do something wrong again?
No. So, let's
you see Janet just being like...
Janet's impatient.
Start at the beginning.
So last night when David flew off and I didn't know where he went and I got a little nervous, only to learn that, where you were. The first place I thought to look was the diner and see if you were there. And I saw Liz, your friend, and she let me know that she won the lottery. And
technically twice.
She won the lottery twice.
Can I run the mathematical equation in my brain of the reality of her winning the lottery twice?
I don't think we need a scene where you're like seeing equations in front of you.
No.
You already are aware like that is wildly unlikely.
Okay, keep going.
So she told me she won the lottery twice, and in a week or 2, she's going to be going to Europe on a trip. So,
do you want to know the statistical likelihood of an individual winning a lottery in their lifetime, much less twice in the same week?
Yeah, lucky for her, she just thinks she's really, really lucky.
And it was
sounds like she is.
It was the last 2 scratch tickets on the roll for the gas day. Like there's a little details about it. That
I hope that she has fun.
Sharing.
No, honey, no. Okay, do we need to pull out the diagram again? Everybody that you come in contact with gets a scritchy scratch through their name. You want to know why? Because they all die. They all get killed. Do you think Liz is any different? Do you really think this girl won the lottery twice off the same ticket roll in the same week? No, she's being set up and she's going to disappear. And I don't mean because she's going away to live her little European life.
Yeah, it sounds like one of those things where it's like, yeah, they send you away and you never come back kind of thing.
But Liz is different. She was not like the woman at the park.
I think what I'm telling you is Liz is in danger.
I think we are all in danger.
Well, if we
Liz
don't
is in
care, we
immediate
don't
danger.
care. I'll let her go.
She wanted to meet up and maybe have drinks before she leaves.
Oh, goodbye.
Yeah. So I don't know if that's something we want to do or pursue. She might. She might
I don't
be.
even know this woman. Not really. The last time we even went, we went to the bar or whatever to find her. I was there a whole of about 5 minutes. I had a dinner date.
It's really you, David, that knows her the best. So, um, I mean, it's your call. This could be dangerous for her. I don't know if we want to try to convince her to stay or like hide
Would
her
it
somewhere.
be easier for her to leave?
Would
If she is here, then she risks being harmed. But if she is gone, the risk falls, does it not?
It might be good for her to leave, but not
She'll
wherever they're
never
sending
make
her.
it to Europe. The tickets are a distraction. They are her reason for trying to leave so they can trap her in some way and make her disappear.
Janet, you are beginning to sound like a conspiracy theorist.
Honey, I work for the mob. Of course,
Yeah.
my life sounds like a conspiracy theory. We do things that nobody else is supposed to do under the guise of for the people. Well, certain people.
Then what would you have us do?
I would have us do nothing. I just want to make sure that you are okay with the idea that she could be in danger, and I had
I'm
no
not
plans to
okay
do
with
anything
this.
about it. Oh, okay. Would you like to go visit her and maybe check on her?
I would,
Well,
yes.
But doesn't she have some like special powers that we're like still trying to figure out
Wait,
too?
I had an idea. I
Oh.
had an idea. If she is in fact in danger from the same person that shot all of the rest of these people, and what if we follow her?
To Europe?
No, to the point at which she's gonna get kidnapped, offed, whatever you want to call it. Like when she goes to leave, we follow and we see who done it.
What if they don't do it here? What if they do send her away and it's like some hitman gets her off the plane or something like that?
Well, I can only go as far as the boss did.
Mathis, do I recall that the voice that I heard when the woman that I fed from was shot, is that the same voice that talked to me at the docks?
No, not the same voice, and you're certain of that.
Okay. Got it.
Uh-huh.
Or I finish my coffee. You could go read a book or something, and David could go finish his masterpiece.
And we leave her to die.
Well, she's not really our responsibility, is she? Unless
No, but she does have.
She is a ghoul.
technically she's not had a drink in a few nights, and one could rightfully say if she didn't come crawling back, she might be on the mend.
She's not technically a
She
permissed and ordained ghoul.
That, and it hasn't been 30 days yet, so she's not itching.
The only thing that, I mean, there's something obviously strange about Liz, right? Isn't she's the one who had that weird, like...
You scooped her up in the middle of something.
And then
you don't know what.
It's fine. I will go see her.
Yeah, David, I would convince her to maybe not go away. And I think she might actually just be the safest to just stay put.
And keep the money. Yeah, girl. I could tell her where to invest it.
Yeah.
Make more money.
Stay put. Don't travel. I don't know how you're going to convince her to do that because she's like very gung-ho about...
Well, David, I've learned in the last 24 hours can be very convincing.
That's true.
Very charismatic, one might say.
I will see her.
Okay, speaking of your talents, wait, honey, wait. I want to hear about what you're working on. How's it going in your little artist workshop? Your creative flow.
I don't know. I just know when I'm in front of the stone, I feel very inspired.
Oh, well, that's great.
I'm not sure
likes...
if something is coming from it or if someone is coming from it.
Well, I guess more is the only way to find out. uh, okay. Well, go check on your little your friend.
I will.
Just as you begin to dismiss him and whatnot, I don't have to make any of you roll. You actually would see above you headlights rolling toward the front, followed by a door shutting and footsteps. Won't take before. Yeah, go ahead. What are you gonna
do? We can't. Is it too dark to like or too far to see the car?
Well, yeah, you're down to the bottom layer. Okay. The car's at the top layer. But like you make your way up, I imagine. And by the time you get up there, whether David flies or what have you, you would see. Well, would David fly? That would matter. And I don't mean to give myself away in that question, but.
No, I think he would, right? Like this is the core. Nobody comes out here unless they're affiliated with us in some capacity.
Right, but there are those affiliated with you who don't know what you are. Fully.
I haven't seen.
Oh, nobody knows what. I don't know. Nobody knows what I am so far.
Right,
and if they're a kindred, it could very well just be like a gangrel thing.
Yeah. Whoever makes their way up there first, you see April Bosley.
You know what, David? As you go, I'll say keep your distance. We don't know who it is.
Like once to twice a month, she's here to check up on you if you remember.
I think realistically, given the nature of a surprise guest, David would probably offer to carry both of the ladies up.
Oh no! People come to Janet Janetti. I don't go to people.
Okay, then David will go up first if Elle doesn't want to go up.
I'll go with you.
All right.
She can come to me.
Then he'll drop an arm under your waist, and you'll feel the wing spread, and he'll kind of flit to the top.
Okay. As you flip to the top, as you, after one, maybe two flaps, and the layers of the quarry go soaring by, the wind whipping through your hair, Elspeth. As you kind of crawl over that last ledge to the very top with that last flap, you see standing there with the headlights on dim behind her, standing on the other side of the fence with a knee-length skirt, just some high heels, a button-up shirt, and her hair kind of brought tight into a bun behind is April Bosley.
Oh, Miss Bosley.
She smiles as she sees Dave. You just watch. She doesn't really lift her head. Her eyes just watch as David flies up, over, and down, placing you on the ground. You see, and she just smiles and seems to wait. And she says, and as you say, Miss Bosley, she gives you a nod, obviously waiting for the third of you to join.
David is still naked, just for the record.
Yep.
You see, April doesn't say a word.
I figured.
It's great to see you. Why don't and she'll invite her and like, why don't you come on in to bring her a subtle way to bring her to Janet.
Yeah, to get her to come
Janet's
down the
on
quarry.
Her way. Okay, you bring her down to the quarry. You want to be like,
yeah, right? Because like the gate is it at the top? The gate is at the top,
but the gate is at the very top, and then as you walk in, I'd say there's like 50 to 100 feet of just open area. On that right-hand side is the dilapidated office building, and then it drops into the first layer, and then the first layer drops into the second, and the second drops into third and
I'll
final,
drive the car up. You think I'm walking? No, I'll drive the car up to meet them.
That's fine. As you make, eventually all three of you are up there, and as Janet joins you, Janet, you step out to a naked David and Elspeth and April Bosley, standing there, just seemingly patient with just a pleasant look on her face. And as you join, she gives a nod to the three of you. And she says, well, consider this. Oh, this might be the second one. I think the first one maybe happened off camera. I'm trying to remember. But she just says, well, this is, as you expect, the check-ins, as we agreed to. How have things been? And she just, gives a pleasant smile.
Gesture to the quarry. Lucrative.
She nods. She says, I know you've begun work with the Tremere.
We have.
Yep.
David just says, completely nude. She nods at that. And how are things going with them? Hopefully amenable between the two of you.
Valued information has been passed along.
She kind of puts her hand up. She's very in a way of like, I'm not looking for information, not trying to cut you off. But as soon as
Janet doesn't plan to give her any, just to confirm that we have done. We are following through.
There have been no filed poaching complaints as far as I have received, so you have been sticking to your feeding grounds, which is good to hear. And it seems construction work on the quarry has been going well. I had noted that had begun a few days ago, and she just kind of like is writing some stuff down in a small little handbook that she has pretty much every single time. Now, for the files, your coterie, have you labeled yourselves with any sort of indicating title or name, or shall we just simply call you Janet's coterie for the time being?
If you're asking if we've picked a team name for the jersey, we haven't.
She smiles at that. She's like, some prefer names for their teams, and she gives like a nod when she says that.
What would you call us? You are the voice of the kindred of this city.
She smiles and says, Janet's coterie works just fine for me.
It's a little bland, isn't it? A lot of letters. Doesn't fit well on the back.
Well, if you want a team name, you just let me know.
Is she actually here for a check-in, or is she... Yep. Okay, there doesn't seem... I mean, she is the Harpy.
It is.
Okay.
It is literally here to do what she is scheduled to do. She doesn't seem particularly interested in long conversations in this moment. She's not asking any questions that seem to be prying in any way. Just your usual checkup questions of like, okay, you haven't been poaching. You've started your work with Tremere. She'd let you know New York has yet to call in on their boon for you. If you have any like questions, remember it's not that you're not allowed in Boston. You're fully allowed in Boston. You just can't feed in Boston, and you just can't. Well, that's it, really. You can't feed in Boston. You can't leave the Boston area beyond that. Yes, Janet?
Okay, chat. Do we like Fall Guys as our name, our coterie name? Because if we do, there could be buttons I can push. Pod people. We are living in pods.
And we are pod by night. I do like the Fall Guys. That is kind of sticking with me. I must admit.
Okay, then as she's kind of completing her rounds, Jenny goes, you know what? I've recently been very inspired.
Yeah? Okay.
Why don't you call us the Fall Guys?
Her eyebrows raise up and she goes, the Fall Guys, that's very cute.
When her eyebrows raise, is there any insight I can gain? Does it cue anything? Is there this like recognition of like, if we actually are Fall Guys, I feel like that's kind of, like.
No, it was more of like I don't have to make an insight check. It was just like you went from no name to, oh, actually this name. And she's like, that's like, was a surprising name to hear from Janet's mouth.
I was about to say, Janet wants to put it out there because it's going to start spreading and I want to see who, it's now actually a strategy, not just,
basically, if a boon is ever leveled against you or owed to you as a coterie in the Harpy's books, in like all the legal books, if it ever happens, the coterie is just referred to as the Fall Guys.
It's like the Hamlet thing. Like if we put the play on in front of Uncle,
sure,
will we out somebody? So Janet's now playing this from it's not actually because we like the name, but it's a little bit more strategic. But I love this.
It's official at this point when you do that.
She goes, the Fall
Guys. She nods, and she finishes the note. She says, she looks to you. Before I leave, anything you wish to communicate or pass along, or maybe anything I can help you with while you have a few minutes of my time.
Miss Bosley.
Yes, David.
The gift that I offered when we first met, was it well received?
I'll be honest with you, David. The gift was handed over, and I was not informed as to how she appreciated it or not.
What did you think?
It was an excellent piece of work.
Thank you.
Is this she just gestures, a new way that you present yourself? She takes her pencil, she gently closes her notebook, and she just uses the eraser end and like a pointer and just points up and down David's nude body with his very exposed wings.
I feel very constricted by clothing, and they do not mind my body.
Have you always had those? And she gestures to your wings.
I have, yes. I did tell the prince that I could fly.
No. She quickly opens a notebook, makes a very quick note, and closes it. Well, it was a pleasure to see you all again. I have a very busy night, and let me just say I appreciate you being a very minimally troublesome coterie to work with. And she smiles.
What are Fall Guys for?
She says, have a good evening, and I'll see you in a few weeks.
Good evening, Miss Bosley.
Good night.
And she turns and walks, and there's a chauffeur waiting for her in the car. You see the door open before she even gets there. She steps into the rear of the vehicle in the car, gently rolls and turns on the gravel path and rolls away.
When the lights are gone, I'm just like, what a bitch. So fake, you know?
That
You know?
seems to be what, that's what I hear the Toreador are. So, that's how it
seemed
is.
Very nice.
Oh, writing in my notebook.
She said that we did not do anything wrong. And that
That's
is
right.
good news, right?
Gold star for the Fall Guys.
That was great. Everything's going well with the stuff with the Tremere, the stuff with the Camarilla, obviously. So we're like on a good path here.
Do you want to know the statistical data around the idea that everything's good when you're a kindred?
Oh,
Like the lottery ticket. It just the math ain't mathing.
Are
So
my
something
wings
is
really
up.
a problem?
No, honey, your wings are beautiful.
She
You're
seemed
perfect just the way you are.
She seemed surprised by them. I tried to
Well-
tell her the last time.
I know, but they didn't listen. And so sometimes when your eyes have to take in something that your brain told you was something else, it's a little surprising. Plus,
It's-
last time, you were in clothes, and thanks to my incredible designs, you looked, the wings were hidden, right? We're going to work on that. We're going to get you an all new top to bottom. And you remember, you don't even have to wear it in the quarry. Who is she to judge you? This is your house, not hers.
I'm glad that neither of you are disturbed by my body.
Honey, I raised 2 boys. They run around naked all the time, touch their junk all the time. It's just, it's fine. Bodies are bodies.
I don't
Bodies
mind it
are
either.
bodies.
Bodies are bodies. That's right. Everybody's got one. Everybody's got bits. Something to
I've-
be ashamed of.
I have found that
beautiful.
out, that everyone has bits.
I see dead
Yep.
bodies a lot. So
Oh my God.
yours is nothing.
Would y'all like to know about what's on the inside? That's my specialty.
Oh,
I have seen some of that as well.
All right, come on, get in the car. We gotta go to this diner.
Is it
I'm
going to
already
be a
up
problem?
here. My coffee's already cold, so yeah, we might as well go to the diner.
I don't. My clothes were destroyed.
Oh, right, you're naked. Well, get in the car. Let's drive down. We'll put on whatever you got. I guess I could break out the sewing machine.
He had 2 different outfits, didn't he?
He did. One was a little fancier
Oh.
that is like comfy.
What-
But
the-
The problem
thrift
is
store
the
special?
top on the nice one got destroyed. The top on the
Shotgun.
casual one got shot through with a shotgun.
that's
The
right.
bottoms on the nice one have fun time stains all over the front that
All right,
he
here's what we're
They've
gonna
gotten
do with
ruined over
that.
time.
I don't have the equipment to remove fun time stains. So here's what's gonna happen. I do have a sewing machine and some leftover spools. So instead of going to the diner right now, we're gonna drive down. You're gonna take your little naked hiney. You're gonna go up there. You're gonna go be creative. Just let it flow. I'm gonna make you something new, specifically at least a shirt for now, something to cover, and then we'll go to the diner.
Yeah, you can figure something out pretty quickly just to get him some basic shirt coverage and pants
what?
coverage.
Janet goes over to maybe there's like, when you do construction, they have like on-site lockers and stuff for the
Sure.
construction crew and things like that. I go over and I start going through it and I'm looking for like a big jumpsuit. You know,
Yeah.
like a yeah. And maybe I'll try to make it not look like a construction jumpsuit, but something, I can make it nice. It could maybe fit David's body, big man.
I'd say it takes you a couple
something
minutes of
like-
just, fiddling through the stuff, but without
Yeah.
making any. I don't have to make you make a roll because you'll find something big enough to fit him, like some overalls and a big T-shirt.
But I do want it to look nice, so maybe just for the crafting.
Sure, yeah. Go ahead and make me a Dex craft check if you want to quickly hem it or whatever.
Yeah, I do want it. And you know what? I got a specialty in this one, so
Yeah. Add a 1d10.
I only
One
got a
success?
single success. I mean, it is just what it is, but I have plenty of willpower.
I mean, if you want to
so-
spend a willpower, you can reroll 2 of those.
yeah, why not? I got willpower to spend. I can't rouse. Okay, I got 2 successes.
2 successes. It takes you maybe 20 minutes, but
Put
you're
some
able to
holes
like.
for his wings, right? You can
Exactly.
like stick them out the back. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
Mathis,
Yes,
what are the
absolutely.
odds that they find when they like go to prod David that he's just kind of he's stuck in that state that he was the first time they did the art of Annika on the wall, where it's just like he's in the flow state, right? We'll say it's the kindred flow state that
Sure.
we've kind of adapted. So I don't even know if David would respond to you guys calling his name. He's probably just going to be in there just like using his thumb to like whittle out stone in spots. It's probably pretty loud
while
as
you're
well.
while you're putting together the outfit, he goes and he's chipping away and grinding away at the rock and turning this into whatever it is that his creative mind is guiding him toward.
Okay, I found the picture. This is if 2 is enough, this is what I'd like. I'm gonna go put this in our private chat and I'm gonna go put it in the Discord. Let's see. Will it do it? Oh, it won't do it. Hang on. I'm very happy with this choice. Maybe a little less harness action, but that's
it's a little
that's
less
the vibe.
like with the 2 in the limited amount of time you're trying to do. It doesn't look that great on him. Like it doesn't.
Oh my god!
He's gonna look so sexy.
This looks like metrosexual M. Bison from Street Fighter. This is insane.
This is what David looked like walking out of the threesome.
And then with your jacket over the wings, I think we can get by.
That's what it looks like when the beast takes over and he walks into the threesome.
You know, I'm trying to make him feel better in his body. Hey, all I had to work with was a jumpsuit, for Christ's sake. So between that and his jacket, I think we can hide the wings and cover his bits.
Yep, it's you're able to make it look pretty much like that.
It's like a young Santa Claus with no sleeves. This is insane.
I didn't say it had to be red. Maybe it's like a green color, blue.
It's like a blue. You know, your typical
a navy. But the style is what we're going for. Him everything. I make it fit good.
The belt isn't that
good
looking. It's like a fucking construction worker's belt that she uses, but obviously.
Okay, so yeah, it's probably canvas, and I pull all the tool bits that hang off of it. But
it's not buttons in the center. It's a zipper with a Velcro overlay on the top. So it doesn't look as good as that, but it is that style. She's able to take the sleeves off and it fits you well, and it does look like
Look, we found your waistline.
I know. It finds like something my hipster ass brother in New York would find at a thrift store and be like,
and be like, I could make this cool. And David, I imagine, does look very cool. You can also wear it with your cardigan, honey. How very like urban outfit is of you, 2012-ish.
How does he wear his hair? How does David usually wear his hair?
I mean, it's like light curls, right? So it's just down. He doesn't pull it back. He just kind of lets it.
I don't know. Maybe pull it back with this. Maybe this is a pull backable outfit, and you really lay.
A good man bun.
I think it's I think his hair is just like in the art that we had made. Like that's kind of the same vision that I had.
Yeah. All right, so you're all dressed finally, not
how
naked.
good you look. Like really put together.
Hey, David. Where's the other clothes? You don't want them anymore, right?
David, thanks for a minute.
I left them
just like double checking
where
over
I took them off.
I want to try something.
You will have to find them where I took them off.
I've been experimenting with things, and I want to see what will happen.
It's literally covered in seminal fluids. What on earth could you be trying right now? This is insane.
I think I know what's happening.
Are you asking for his pants? I put them in the bio bin for them to burn when they're done with construction.
Perfect. I'll be right back.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and so you go up to the bio bin, which is
I go up to the bio bin.
away. It's like maybe 30 feet away from where you guys are right now at the top floor.
Stained pants.
Yeah. I'm gonna walk up to it and say, this might be good for us. We really need to get rid of something. And I'm going to.
You want to make a roll?
I'm going to rouse.
Yeah.
My blood.
What's the roll you have to make? I know what you're gonna do, but just
I'm thrilled that I have no idea. Also mildly disgusted, but I'm thrilled.
All right, let me rouse first, and then I stamina oblivion. Oh no, I get hungrier for the first time
in a while. Yeah, but that's only hunger 2, luckily.
Yes, so stamina and oblivion. 3 successes.
I think that's enough. Let me just open up the ability real quick.
Oh, are you dissolving my pants?
She's certainly trying to.
What a move, dude! What a
yes. Correct.
Worked so hard on making those pants.
Well, you were gonna burn them in the bio bin. So
well, what else was I supposed to do, honey?
I am going to be our new bio bin.
I am the bio bin.
I'm going to, if we ever need things destroyed, I might be able to destroy them. I've been working on it. A new technique.
Here it is. Yeah. A new technique, exactly. All right. Difficulty 3. So yeah, you beat the difficulty exactly. Cool. So what you see is Elspeth, you walk over and it's, you've been when you're not doing stuff with the coterie, you're usually studying. And as you walk over to the bio bin, you see it, and it's less of a look at something and I'm going to disintegrate it, and more, as you typically do with your abilities, there's a moment of internal, we'll call it meditation, a focus. And it's not that the world goes mute like we knew for Ava when things kind of would veil. Instead, it's as you kind of you maybe reach out your fingers. We see Elspeth just like with her hands at her sides. You see the fingertips just kind of reach out very slightly, and you begin to feel the rhythmic buzz of life surrounding you. Almost, you could kind of compare it to a sort of echolocation, the spark of life lingering off of almost everything, even inner objects. And as you look forward, it's almost like you have a control of the flow. Consider it like almost directing water. If we have to use imagery of some sort, we can look to like water bending in that way, where as life is flowing around you, it's not that life itself moves towards you, it's naturally repelled by you. While you can feel it, it never reaches over. But as you move your hand around, you can feel it as it almost like a magnet moves away and separates. And there's a moment you realize you can do something with this. And that's what you've been practicing night after night, taking notes, writing out ideas. And as you focus on the clothing in front of you, hoping that maybe you can drain its whatever, we use the general term life, but it's a stability, degrade it in front of you. Instead, what I'd say David and Janet see as she walks over there is around her, particularly around her feet initially, what little weeds are poking through the rocks, what little plant life sits around her begins to very quickly wither and die. For you, Elspeth, you can feel that buzzing begin to push away. The silence begins to be the one thing you begin to feel, and you are almost pushing that silence outward. And you do also realize you can't really focus this on anything in particular. Everything within 5 feet of you, all around you, including the bin itself, begins to degrade. Plants die. The bio bin starts to wither and crack like old plastic. The metal itself begins to rust and chip away. And as it spreads out, you catch the corner of the building as well. Just barely the foundation, the brick and the concrete chips and breaks away. And as the bin begins to break, you watch the pants begin to fray, rot as though they've been sitting outside for years and years and years. And over the course of a few minutes, like I said, everything encircling you within 5 feet just withers and dies, leaving just the rocks and the degraded remnants of the bio bin, what was in the bio bin, and everything else around you.
Well, that didn't fully go how I expected. She just looks at like everything around her, just like destroyed.
When it finishes, that buzzing feeling, you realize how much of an effort you were actually exerting to feel that. And as it's done, there's almost this physical tension that's released. That's where the hunger kicks in. You lose a point, and all that buzzing goes back to just ambient outside noise. And you almost feel a tingling that lingers on your body from that, a feeling of all of that around you. And it is a new sensation, certainly, for you. There's something about it, the manipulation of life around you that leaves you buzzing, but slightly tired.
Oh, okay. She just like kind of grabs her head for a second, and
David and Janet, you see everything kind of die in a circle around her.
Well,
I think all clothes should be treated this way.
It was definitely entertaining. Did you learn what you wanted to learn?
Sort of, yeah.
Would you like to enlighten us?
Janet, does she also hate pants?
Well, honey, have you ever seen her in a pair?
No, mostly in skirts.
I have been trying to experiment a little bit more with this, making things wither and die.
Huh? It's very comforting.
Yeah, it seems to not be a focus on one thing. If I wanted just the pants to wither, it's no, not there's that plants are withering, that bug is dead over there.
Okay,
Everything.
so you lack control.
Yeah, I don't know if it can be controlled.
Well, isn't that why you're practicing?
Yeah, like everything, you just need to get better.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
I
Life's
think
about the journey, kid. Process over products, you know?
right, journey before destination, all that. Yeah.
All that. That's good words to live by, especially considering the fact that you're pretty much immortal.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's say you got it right the first time. What were you trying to actually do?
I wanted to just destroy David's pants.
Okay. You destroyed everything but David's pants, right?
Yeah, like what if we had a situation where something we wanted to destroy evidence or material and I wanted to just get rid of that? That would be really useful, right?
Yeah, no, not disagreeing. The amount of things that we could use disposed of tends to grow on a regular basis with the Fall Guys here. So I think what I'm saying is if you focused in one way and it turned out a little different, maybe you should, go through the scientific method here and figure out maybe you do it a little different next time, or you think about something different, or you focus differently.
As you're talking to Elspeth too, David and Janet, you would immediately also kind of catch a whiff that she actually smelled like Elspeth herself has a scent to her. And as you take it, it's quite clearly something you're familiar with, Janet in particular, is she smells like rotting flesh.
Hun, we
Like
also really
her specifically got a stink that is lingering on her.
I know that we live in a quarry and all that, but we're gonna have to talk about hygiene. Um,
What do you mean?
you you smell like a corpse, like just a fully flesh rotting piece of organic matter. Uh, and I
It
would
definitely, you
know.
definitely know it would have started as she used the power.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm fully aware. Well, just to forewarn you, you didn't smell like that this morning, so it must be a cause and effect here. So, you know,
Hmm,
your stinkiness is still a masquerade breach. You know what I mean?
I see. Yes.
By the time you would leave the quarry, the smell will fade. The smell does just last the scene or the duration of the power.
Good to know.
Now our smells are masquerade breaches?
Well, they can be, honey. Humans don't walk around smelling like rotten corpses. At least not unless you had a fandom convention, you know?
There was a very nasty smell yesterday. I did not like it. It was
What smell?
sweaty.
Oh.
Oh.
Conventions.
Oh.
Also, probably.
But you're not
Yeah.
talking
Any
about
smell you want, you can get at a convention.
You're
Yeah.
talking about flesh on flesh sweating.
There were other smells as well, but yes, it was that.
Yeah, physical contact can be potent in a variety of ways.
I'm glad that my work does not smell.
No, honey, your work does not smell. It's perfect. Now, speaking of, you have clothes. You no longer smell like a corpse. And for whatever reason, we still have your biologically stained pants. So, who wants to go to the diner?
No, those pants are definitely rotted away.
Oh, they're rotted too? Okay,
This
great.
is everything in a 5-foot radius of her.
Oh, I thought
Also
everything
rotted.
but the pants.
No,
Okay,
no,
okay.
they rotted and died. Everything did, yeah.
Well, then, there's no evidence. Shall we go check on your friend?
I would like to see Liz, yes.
And then I promise we'll come back and you can work on your art.
Thank you.
So you all hop in the vehicle and drive off 15, 20 minutes away to the diner. And as you as you park, you see it's not super busy, but it's early enough where there's still a good number of customers in there. And as you walk into the small number of tables on your right and your left, and then the kind of open kitchen area straight ahead, much like the other night, last night, Elle, you see Liz leaning on one of the counters, talking to a customer, not in her work clothes, not wearing an apron, just clearly chatting with the people who are her friends. If you've ever worked in a restaurant in like a small town, the people you work with become basically your friends, and you go out drinking with them, and regular customers are people you get to know, and you very much catch that vibe. She's not on the clock, but she's in there she's laughing with one of the guests and one of the cooks in the back. Doesn't even notice that you guys enter at all. Again, the restaurant's not super big. Do you all go in? I'm imagining yes, or are you just? Yeah, when you approach the diner,
don't know that Janet would want one. She doesn't know this. This woman does not know Janet.
No, not she's met you, but she's not doesn't really know you.
I don't
well.
know that she has, because when we went in the bar, I did not go talk to her. I went straight to the bar to pick up a guy.
She was also in the quarry for a night or two.
Janet wasn't there for that.
Okay.
Those were the episodes I was out. So I don't actually think Janet only knows her by the one time she laid eyes on her. So Janet's actually going to probably stay in the car, or if we go inside, I'm going to choose a booth and get a milkshake. Like, I'm not going to.
You're not going to
right?
mingle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think Dave, I mean, if you're going to stay in the car, David is probably going to like notice that you're not getting out and then lean down, kind of like how you like hunch down at the edge of the window and you're like,
why are you not coming in?
Well, honey, you don't need me for everything.
But do you not want to meet my friend?
Oh, I didn't know this was for introductions. Well, I guess so. If you want to introduce us, I was just going to give you some space.
I'll go with you.
But if you want me to come inside, I'll do it. We can get some milkshakes.
I would like that very much. I do not have any more money. Leon took the rest of my money.
Well, when we get back, I got an idea for you. You just wait. Okay, come on. Let's go meet your friend. Let's go. Come on.
Y'all hop out of the car and you all walk in. I'm imagining David walks up to her first. And she, like I said, she's laughing with somebody. And David, as you approach to the side, and she like looks over because somebody walked near her. And as she looks, you see she's wearing just like a regular T-shirt, like a graphic tee. There's some comic book art on the front, and she's wearing like jean shorts and sneakers. And as she looks over and doubles looks, she, David, did Elle? And then she sees Elle, and then obviously she sees Janet, and she's like, "Did Elle tell you? Oh my God, it's so good to see you!" And she throws her arms around you to hug you.
Liz, it's so very nice to see you.
And she with a hug back, she gives you a hug. She's like, "Bob, I'm gonna step out for a smoke. Yeah, just." No worries. I'll be right back. I know you said you don't smoke, but you guys want to step out?
Sure.
Yeah, were you gonna say something?
Yes, we should.
She walks to the front and off to the side where there's like a little where they keep their garbage bin, like a little chain linked fence alley area for the restaurant. She walks you over behind the building into that area. She pulls a cigarette out. She knows David doesn't smoke. She knows Elle doesn't smoke. She hasn't met Janet yet, and she's like, "You must be, would you have told her about Janet? Did you tell Liz about Janet? Does she know the name?" To David, probably not.
I think he probably mentioned Janet, but that she wasn't around, so it wasn't as important at that moment.
She's like, "I'm assuming then you got to be Janet."
You assume correct.
She reaches out her hand to shake yours. "Good to meet you."
Yes. Hi.
She goes, "Do you smoke?" And she offers you a cigarette.
Only when the occasion calls for it.
Does winning the lottery and going to Europe on vacation next week count as a reason?
Well, it sounds like a good reason for you. So Janet will take a cigarette. I mean, she probably is one of those casual smokers, or much like Ventru, we use the things around us to get in where we need to. So she's like, "Yeah, I'll smoke with you."
So she lights up hers and
nothing else. Final smoke with a dead woman is what Janet's thinking.
She smokes, lights hers, lights yours. She goes, and she takes a drag. She's like, "Yeah, sorry, I kind of spoiled it there, but David, I'm so glad I was going to see you. I usually get some scratch tickets every so often. Every once in a while, I'll win like $50 or $10 here and there. But I won $25,000 last week. Holy fucking shit. Can you believe that?
Which convenience store did you win this ticket from?
Down at the Quickie Mart, like 10 minutes down the road, where I always buy them.
Wow, it's amazing. Who was working that night? Sold it to you.
Oh God. She takes a moment. She's trying to. I need to think of a fucking name. It's kid Terry.
Terry. Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
Sounds like a lot of money.
And he looks at Janet. Like
Janet nods. It is.
She she goes, "I've never seen that much money in my bank account in my entire life." So I'm gonna go to I'm going to France, and I'm gonna drink whatever they make you drink in France and try snails and not like them, and then come back and maybe have a French boyfriend. Who knows? I'm not ruling anything out.
The
I'm going and having a
opportunities are
great time.
endless, really. Yeah. Yeah. When are you
And I wanted to thank you, David, because like I just, after that night where things were just kind of bad and things were just kind of rough for a while, things just turned around. I feel like I have to thank you for that, because without you and people who were there for me that night, who knows if I'd even be here to experience going to Europe for the first time.
It was a very different night, yes.
I'm just a kid from Fall River, man. Like, people don't think they're going to get out of this state.
Why do you want to leave?
I want to see the world. Don't you?
Well, when are you departing?
Next Monday, taking off 6 a.m. It's like a week and 8 days from now, essentially. Like a little over a week from in-game today.
Okay. Well, that's great. Congratulations.
She smiles. She's like, obviously, I'd love to take you. If you want to come, David, you're invited. But I have a weird feeling you're going to say no. Because, we haven't known each other all that long.
I am not allowed to leave. I am in trouble.
Oh my God. Like with
the government.
She nods. She goes, yeah, my brother's been in trouble with them for
Damn
a while
the
now.
man, right?
Yes. Well, she tries to she brings that up, and she immediately clearly is uncomfortable territory for her. You don't have to make a wits insight on that moment. She just kind of stops herself. She's like,
I'm sorry, did you say wits insight?
You said you don't have to make a wits insight for that. Yeah.
How about just a 3?
Yeah, no, I mean, you can obviously tell that just the bringing up her brother being in trouble with the government made her immediately. She brought it up. The fact she brought it up immediately made her uncomfortable.
It's like slipping when you have a family member in prison or something. Yeah, okay.
Correct. That's exactly the feel you get. And she just stops. Right. She's like, but I get it. I'm sorry. I don't know what you did, and maybe I don't want it.
What did he do?
How about are you sure you have any other family that you're leaving behind?
Yeah. Who gives a fuck?
Oh,
fuck 'em.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, fuck them.
I had a feeling you were going to say no, but I wanted to thank you either way, David. So please, you can't give this back, okay? And she's like, just hang on. I got to run inside real quick. And because she reaches for a bag she doesn't have on her in the moment, and she's like, hey, one last quick hit, and then she realizes there's enough left, but she's just places it on a nearby ledge of the building, and she lets the drag out before the clacking of her sneakers, and she goes running into the restaurant real quick, leaving the three of you alone for a moment.
How am I supposed to convince her to stay? She seems very happy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She was like this last night too.
Just tell her that you're gonna miss her and that you don't want to see her leave.
Janet, you could force her to stay.
No. This is not my fight. This is David's. Now, David, if you want me to make her stay, we could talk options. But I can't force her to stay.
If she is going to die, I do not want her to go.
Well, we're not convinced of that yet. She has 8 days, and I got ideas. I know. What a concept. Janet Giannetti had a conversation. I have a thought.
What if we found out the plane and I destroyed the plane?
No, honey. No. What if we go down to the convenience store where she bought the ticket, and I interrogate old Terry? See if somebody messed with the roll, somebody placed it, somebody convinced him, or otherwise coerced him into selling her those 2 tickets specifically. Let's solve the mystery before we burn the building down, okay?
Okay.
Wow, consensus from the room. Okay, and David, if you want to express your feelings about her maybe leaving, maybe you should just be honest with her.
And if that doesn't work, Janet uses her blood.
I can't. No. Now, there are secondary options where David could use his blood.
Have you figured that part out?
Okay. Why don't we, why don't we go inside? Let's meet her.
Well, she's coming back out.
Okay. Well, I was gonna get it. Okay, all right, yeah.
Yeah, she ran back in to get her bag, and now she's already out. She's probably already on her way, like around the corner at
All
this
right,
point.
everybody, stop looking like we're talking about it. It's so funny. It's so
Yeah.
funny, David.
Paris is beautiful.
She sprints around the corner. She looks at, yes, you say that. David looks very confused, but she doesn't think anything of it. She goes over to her cigarette that is out. She didn't put it out, but it seems to have put itself out. And she reaches over and grabs it and relights it, takes a drag. She's like, okay, listen, you just can't say no. This is my way of thanking you, please. And she reaches into her bag and she pulls out like a small brown like bag that is just like folded and stapled shut. And she just hands it over to you, David. She's like, sorry, I don't have like fancy bags for, I don't know how the hell you hand this over. She hands you a brown bag and it's got, you can feel there's something heavy in it.
He begins to open it.
Is this a gift?
It is, yes. A thank you gift, sort of, and like sharing the luck.
Janet, this is my second gift.
Congratulations, honey.
As you open it, you see a wad of $100 bills, all elastic together in a big clump.
This is more money than I feel comfortable with.
It's 1,000, you know, I figured share, you know, with the person who freaking saved me. So,
It's very nice of you, Liz.
I mean,
Very decent.
I got a chunk of money that I didn't need all of it. You know, I'm keeping 99% of it, but I mean, you know, you saved me my life that night. You kept me safe overnight. I don't, that night is a blur, but,
is it
I
wrong
know,
of me to say that I do not want you to leave?
I don't think that's wrong. I mean, I'm going to be back. I'm just going on vacation for a couple weeks.
I don't know. I am worried about you.
Oh, it's fine. Airplanes are super safe. Don't worry.
I don't want you to die, Liz.
Die?
I'm
She
supposed
looks
to be
really
honest with my
confused.
feelings. I do not want you to die.
It can be so dangerous, a woman traveling alone in Europe.
Have you seen Taken?
Liam Neeson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? And I don't know if you have a Liam Neeson in your life, but
You don't have anybody you could go with?
I mean, nobody that could afford the trip.
What if I gave you the money back to take them?
1,000? No, it's not gonna be. Listen, no, I'm gonna be okay. I'm sorry. What is it? Why are you like? Have you heard something about Europe that I should be concerned about?
No, David cares for you is all. And, you know, you're saying you're going away for a few weeks all by yourself. We just want to, I think, David, please correct me if I'm wrong, honey. You just want to make sure she's going to be okay.
I don't have many friends, Liz, and I would be very sad if I lost you.
Oh my God, that's so disgustingly sweet. And she just like kind of like taps your arm. She's like, listen, I'm going to be okay. I know we haven't known each other that long, but I have dealt with worse.
Why don't, when you get back in town, or maybe you give David a ring?
Yeah,
Actually,
obviously.
you can give David a ring, and I'll reach in my little Versace bag, you know, and I'll pull out like a business card for the quarry, and I'll be like, you can actually get him at this phone number right here. It's a landline, but we'll,
Yeah.
you know.
She reaches, she's like, I'll get you like a little French hat that they have out there. Maybe one of the
just give him
mime
a-
shirts with
Yeah,
stripes
let us
on
know
it.
you made it there safe, and when you get back, come tell us all about your trip.
I would, yeah, of course. Yes. You're that worried? This is like my mom in high school being worried about me going to a
Well, honey,
sleepover
I am
because
a
there might be
mother.
boys.
I'm allowed to be worried about my friend, about you know, my friend's friends. It's just precautionary.
Well,
If something happens and you feel afraid or scared, please call that number and tell us everything about where you are.
You're being ridiculous. And she tries to like lighten up. She's like, I will tell you if something goes wrong. How can we just be excited for like tonight? I still got a week before I'm going anywhere.
Well, you know what? That's a great idea. Why don't you and David spend some time together? Why don't y'all get some milkshakes? He loves a milkshake. And Elspeth and I, we're gonna run. We got an errand, and we'll be back. We'll come back and pick up David. You use your break and have a milkshake. I kind of like nudge David, like,
I will pay.
and David will pay.
She smiles and she's like,
David,
okay.
honey, let's though, we're gonna be careful with that money. You can't walk around with a paper bag. So take some of it and put it in your pocket, and then we're gonna put the other. We're gonna get you a safe.
He looks at, you said it's $1,000 in hundreds. He'll take one, looking at her like, is this enough? Like, he's not sure.
Yes, you'll be fine. Take one with you, and let's put
And then
the other in the
he
glove
just gives the rest to you
compartment of the-
immediately. He's like, here,
Okay,
just shovels it
I
over
don't
to
take
you.
any of it. I just like, roll it up like a lunch bag, and I put it in the glove compartment of the car for safekeeping, because Lord knows somebody will try to take David's bag of money. So, okay.
You and Elspeth drive off and head out?
Like, we'll be back in like 20 minutes. Bye, David. Have fun.
I don't know where they're going.
Oh, okay. And as they drive away, she's like, is Janet like a parole officer or something?
No, Janet.
Like a cover, like maybe a chaperone to keep an eye on you? You like, this is the way you guys interact.
Janet is like a mother to me.
Right. Okay. I'm just checking.
She has helped me a lot. She's made all of my clothes, including these, and I do not know how I feel about them. She said it was very 2012, and I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either.
She still is. She's a seamstress, so she understands clothing very, very well.
Okay. Well, I was just checking. I'm not trying to be like weirdly curious about your relationship with anybody or anything. It's just, I thought she seemed like an authority figure to you.
She sort of is. She looks after me and makes sure that I do not make mistakes. I was not lying when I said that I was in trouble, and I got her in trouble as well.
She's like, okay, well, I'm sorry to hear that. Sometimes that shit happens and it's not fair.
Would you like to go in for milkshakes now?
Yeah, I would love one. And unless you're looking to have any particular conversation, she tries to keep it just very like, she's clearly just very excited about everything. She's in a very like, just on a riding a high and a bliss at this moment. As you guys go in and the door shuts, our camera stays outside of the diner as we hear the jingling of the bell as it swings shut. And as it closes, we hard cut into the car.
In the car, we're going to the gas station.
Heading over to the gas station. And as you make your way over it's literally 10 minutes down the road. It's not far. That's just a tiny little quickie mart with like 4 pumps for gas total.
That's perfect. Is there anybody in there?
Yeah. Like, customer wise or like worker wise?
Customers.
There's a couple, but not an enormous amount.
I don't want to wait till they dwindle out. You know, sometimes like there's an ebb and flow with the gas station. I'm looking for that point where I might be the only person. So I'll pull up and pump some gas, wait until it's empty. And I was like, are you coming?
Yeah. I'll come with you.
Great.
As you walk in now, and it's just like a little with some convenient source snacks. You know what a quickie mart basically looks like. You see a kid that's maybe 20, maybe
she called him a kid. Terry.
He's 18, 19, 20, somewhere around there. He's got short blonde hair. He's got a bit of a speckled face as he's leaning up against the back of the wall where the cigarettes and the scratch off tickets are, and he's like watching a video on his phone.
Janet's trying to decide if she she needs to do this. She kind of walks up and she'll lean on the counter.
Yeah, he yawns.
Whatever smokes Liz was smoking is the pack I'll ask for.
Just
Yeah.
like Marlboro,
Can I get a pack of Marlboro
Reds.
Red?
Yeah. He's like, yeah. And else? And he just reaches over and his eyes barely break from his phone.
Your name wouldn't happen to be Terry, would it?
Mm-hmm.
I got a question, Terry.
Uh-huh.
You think you can help me?
Maybe. And he looks over and he does stop looking at his phone for a second.
Wonderful.
And he looks up and he reaches over.
Great. All I needed was eye contact. Yeah, I needed eye contact.
Yeah.
And I say, Terry, you didn't happen to sell a lottery ticket to a girl named Liz?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
No, yeah, he wouldn't. He'd like, yeah, I sell her tickets.
You sold her the last 2 on a roll. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
Did you? Nobody came in and messed with that roll of tickets, did they?
Uh-uh.
Are you sure, Terry?
Mm-hmm.
Are you lying to me, Terry?
Mm-mm. Is that it? Why are you it's like
is he?
Are you? I'm assuming you're using compel or.
Well, I haven't compelled him to do anything. I want to know if he's lying before I have to compel him.
You can make me wits insight. It's not hard. He's immortal and he's a young kid.
Okay.
Elspeth, obviously, you're able to make a wits insight as well. You're there. You're listening.
Yeah, I'm listening in.
I won't browse. Oh, I got a 4.
4 successes. Doesn't even seem like he's trying hard enough to to lie. He's not. He doesn't seem like he's lying. He doesn't seem like he's lying at all.
Yeah.
He'll even further give you a little bit more information as she gets those tickets all the time. It's her favorite one. He points down to like one that's gold with like an old prospecting miner and some golden nuggets. It's like the golden nugget ticket or something.
I would like you, now I will make him do what I want him to do, to take me to the back and show me the security footage for the night that she bought those tickets.
Does it rouse check for compel? I can't remember. You don't have to make a roll. He's mortal.
Well, actually, let's see. Okay, Janet's got a better idea. So, Terry, I'm going to just be really honest, because I'm going to have to not just manipulate him, but daunt him, because Janet's not a nice person. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but me and my partner here, we're investigating some fishy activity with lottery tickets around the city.
You a cop?
I guess you could say I'm undercover.
You want to go ahead and make me a manipulation persuasion or manipulation subterfuge rather? That's all. That's even lying because you're lying to him.
I am lying. Oh, this is not going to be great.
That's all right. Let's not say he doesn't have a great roll against you.
Well, I'm telling you, it's not going to be great. The reality of I got one success.
Yeah, 2 successes with my 2 dice.
My God.
He's like, yeah, well, I mean, you got any proof on you? I'd have to call my boss.
I completely understand. So here's what's going to happen. I am going to just not call my boss in hopes that we don't have to make this a much bigger thing than it is. You are going to take me to the back and you're going to show me that video footage. Or I'm going to have you and your boss arrested. Now I will daunt the fuck out of him.
Go ahead, make me. Yeah, your manipulation,
Janet,
intimidation.
Janet.
I will do it. I gotta willpower it because I can do 2 more.
You can reroll 2 of them, and you have 3 successes so far.
That'll be worth it. Okay, got 1 more. 4. We'll take 4.
Okay. I was hoping for a messy critical. Unfortunately, you did.
I know you were. I know you were. So I was like,
come on, let's go. So you're like, I'll have you both arrested, and his you see his eyes widen a bit. He's like, Jesus fucking Christ. I've had this job for a year. If I get fired
now,
geez,
I say, like, and you know what? I'll just add 1 more to it. We'll use Melphanim. We'll just do it 1 more time.
Oh,
Janet is tired of his bullshit. What was it? Manipulation, intimidation. We'll get 2 more. Please, now, and thank you. 2 more.
Yeah, it's 2 more. And he turns around, and you hear under his breath, he just mumbles, "Bitch," and he just walks to the back door. You see him just swing it open. It's not locked. And there's like 2 cameras, like 2 TVs.
Yeah, 2.
Like there's like nothing. And he's like, "Oh fuck. I've never done this before." And he like looks at like the controls. And he's like, "How the fuck do I?"
Just tell me what day. Terry, shut the fuck up. What day did she come in?
Oh, she came in on Saturday night after a
wonderful.
Good
Go back to the front so the
That's
register.
I'm trying to figure out how to like. That's what I'm telling you.
I
don't know how
will
to do
figure
this.
out how. Shut the fuck up, Terry, and go back to the front of the store.
Fucking
My friend here is a
ACAB,
technological
Jesus
genius.
Christ.
She'll handle it.
yeah, I am.
He like eventually fiddles with it, and he's like, "Okay, do you want to go ahead and make me intelligence technology check, Elspeth?"
Yeah.
I was about to say I can also make one. It'll probably be the same though.
Yeah, I got nothing in technology. Let's see.
The tech genius over here.
Yeah.
I just need him to leave.
Oh, that didn't roll, did it?
You tell him to leave the back room?
Yeah, I'm telling him to go back to the front. We'll figure it out. Maybe between the 2 of us.
Yep.
Oh, because I'm rolling it not on. Oh my God. I got 2 successes. I'm rolling it on my actual, not on roll 20, but on demiplane because I have demiplane open. Oopsie.
Okay, got you. I was looking to him like, where is it? 2 successes. Do you want to make it as well?
Yeah,
Janet?
why not? The likelihood of this is low, but you know what? I've got to spend
You never know.
willpower.
1 extra success.
Willpower.
It's not that complicated. With the 2 of you,
Okay, got 1 more between the 2 and the 2.
4 successes is plenty between the 2 of you. You are able to rewind it back to Wednesday and play that footage, or Saturday rather, and play that footage. And when you play that footage around the time, maybe you find right around the time she shows up, and then I guess you would kind of just spend like a good 30 minutes like skimming the
I
whole
want to
day.
go back in time. Yeah, just
and
kind of see,
skim through
does
the whole
anybody
day at like a
fuck with
times
anything?
4.
Mhm.
And maybe to your surprise, no. You see it at one point, a couple tickets are bought by random people, but no one ever touches it. The roll was really low. And then by the time she gets in there, there's only 2 left. She buys both of them among some other things like a pack of cigarettes and stuff. And she leaves. She doesn't scratch them off there.
And there's like nothing that looks out of, like even her buy. Does anything look out of the ordinary?
No, there's no glitches on the camera. Any of the way she buys them is not strange. It is just seemingly pure luck.
Elspeth, you said the night that Joel found her, there was something weird going on. And then you all told me about some ridiculous shared psychological trip that you all had, yeah?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, this person, this Liz, she was just normal, right?
She
Yeah,
seemed
she had no idea about what was going on at the time. She was
Tell me-
unconscious.
Yeah, tell me in a very academic sense what you experienced.
So I think technically I wasn't there. So this was a
That's right. Elspeth
secondhand
was not there.
Boss.
a secondhand experience.
It was David, Leon, Betty.
Yeah.
It was like the chaos crew.
Yeah, they're not going to give you an educated scientific explanation to that. I heard it from David,
and David,
or Betty. Yeah. I heard it from Betty. Betty told me what happened.
What is the likelihood that this woman is not just average? Long before David found her.
I did add that to my list of hypotheses. Yes, that there is something extraordinary about her.
Well, you would remember this, though it is a difficult thing for them to have explained to you. At the very end, they encountered something that sung in mathematical equations, and there was animals like strays stuck in the wall, but they were in a pattern. They realized this was part of it, but it was something they said very quickly. It was the very end of it. That was the very end of the experience. And Dot, you would have Janet would have had that explained to her too.
Did she express how she managed to get?
She didn't see any of that.
How did she tell you all how she managed to get in such a state when they found her that way?
So the way I'll happily recap some of this because this is kind of it's been a while since you've been told.
Yes.
They went to the diner. She was there. They were getting milkshakes. A man came in who was like clearly screaming and like being strange, going at her. She seemed to recognize him and ran out the back door. They gave chase and knocked her out. And then she did not.
The guy gave chase.
She said to us after she woke up that that guy's been like kind of silently stalking her for months.
Yes, it was a guy. She recognized the guy, but the guy fell to the ground and like his phone was melted into his hand. And shit was weird. And she ran out the back door from him. The people who gave chase were not Leon, Betty and David. Leon stayed back in the restaurant. They gave chase. I think Betty bonked her on the head and knocked her out. And so Liz didn't see any of the weird stuff, like any of it, because she got bonked and knocked out immediately. And all the weird stuff was just experienced by the coterie at that point. And when they went into the back alley, time and space warped. When David eventually joined them because he came in from the air, everything was normal until he passed like through a distance, and then everything started warping. The sewer seemingly like kept calling them down, and
what
they couldn't
happened
get
to
away.
the guy?
Gone.
Gone.
I haven't seen
He
him
basically
since?
unfolded out of existence. That was the last we saw of him.
Huh.
Okay. Because at first, like when they first told me, I thought maybe it was the guy that was having a weird experience.
He was certainly having a weird experience.
The thing is, nobody else noticed it.
Okay.
Nobody else remembers the event. Everybody inside, like it was moments after the event. Leon was like, "Yo, can we get those milkshakes?" And they're like, "I mean, yeah. What are you doing? Why are you back? Why are you in the back? You need to leave. You shouldn't be back here." Like it was just system normal the entire time.
Back to normal. Okay. Yeah. So yeah.
Who do I know that has auspex?
Betty and David.
Of course.
David doesn't have auspex.
No, David doesn't
He
have
doesn't have
auspex.
auspex. It's
No.
just Betty.
No, this
Okay.
is a party with only
All right,
one person with auspex, and it's Betty.
there's very little
I know,
we're
it's
gonna
so
get from the back
valuable.
room of this store. So I closed up shop at the computer. Like I got what I needed. I just need to make sure stuff wasn't tampered with. We put it
Yep.
back.
Nothing's glitchy about the footage. Nothing about it is out of the ordinary.
What we need is something of hers that we can give Betty for her to, look into or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go back. Maybe we can.
This is also weird.
How are your pickpocketing skills?
Actually,
Are you about to surprise me?
I'm pretty good at being sneaky.
We need to get something that belongs to her.
Oh, I could do that.
Okay. Well, no assignment for Elspeth. Let's go get David, and you figure out a way to get something off of her body.
Okay, I can do that.
Great.
So as you walk out from the back door, you actually walk out to Terry being like, yeah, no, they're fucking leaving now. Yeah, I'm just letting you
I
fucking
was
know.
not going to go
All
out
right.
the front door. I was going to go out the back door.
Okay, so you never go
Like out through
past-
yeah. Mhm.
You were just going to catch him talking to his boss on the phone.
That's fine.
Yeah, you just leave out the back door. You're never even telling him that you fucking go.
No.
Yeah, all right. So you hop in the car and make your way back to the diner. Unless David had any particular kind of conversation he wanted to have with Liz while he was...
I think he would.
Yep. All right. So
Yeah.
we are, as you drive away, our camera speeds ahead and joins us back with David and Liz.
I think David would usher to sit down in that first booth that him and Leon sat in when they got there the first time, and she met us at the table. And then he would ask her to surprise him with a milkshake order that he's been promised many things and they've not been met milkshake wise yet. So he's hoping that she can help with that.
Sure. Something you haven't tried before?
Yeah.
Okay. She would come back with a chocolate peanut butter milkshake.
Ooh.
Like chocolate peanut butter cup.
That sounds incredible. I want
Mm-hmm.
one in real life.
Yeah, I just thought of like, what would I want right now?
That sounds like my order right there in real life.
I'm a peanut butter slut, dude.
Yeah, dude. Same. It's bad.
So good.
It's bad.
So she slides it across the table. She plops down into the booth. And light conversation begins. She's like, how have you been? I can't believe, back and forth to be like, I can't believe I fucking won. It's still so crazy to me.
It seems very lucky.
Yes. Very lucky.
Have
Someone
you
has to win though, right? Like somebody has to win eventually.
have you won many times before?
I mean, yes, but like, winning like $10 here or $25 here, occasionally $100, rarely. But I play scratches all the time.
And you have never won before.
Nothing
Not like this.
No. But now I think that gas station's gonna get one of those banners. It's like winning scratch tickets sold here. You see those on the gas stations sometimes when someone wins big there.
I do not go to many gas stations.
Well, now they do. I don't know if they're gonna, but maybe it'd be cool. Maybe they'll take my picture and I'll be up there with them.
I think she would notice like David focusing on the milkshake, but his kind of like his brow furrows, not out of like flavor, but it's sort of like that mood when you see someone's brooding or deep in thought, and it's a thought that they're not happy with.
She just she goes, oh man, you got to work on your poker face a little bit, man. Like, I know you said you were worried, but what is wrong? You're looking at a milkshake like you want to fucking punch it.
What if you do get hurt?
What am I supposed to do? Like, listen, I could get hurt driving to work every day. Am I supposed to just never leave my town?
I do not know, but I do not know what Europe is hoping to fulfill in you that you cannot get by better investing in your own life.
Can you fuck a Frenchman in a hotel near the Eiffel Tower in Boston?
I do not know, as I slept with a man from Smapplebee's last night.
Congratulations.
I'm not happy about it.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Go for Uno's next time.
What is that?
It's like Applebee's or Snapplebee's, but slightly better.
No, I hope that there is not a next time.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, you teach their own. But basically, what I'm saying is no, you can't do that here in Boston. And I just want to use a slutty little Frenchman with their slutty little waists and get drunk on wine and see buildings that are older than my grandparents ever were, and then come back a cultured woman. And she laughs when she says that, playfully.
I just don't want you to be another name that I remember.
She looks and she's like, what do you mean? What do you remember? Listen, I really appreciate that you care for me. And genuinely, I care for you too, even though I feel like I've known you for such a long time. One of those people that, like, you know, those people you just meet and you just know that you're going to be friends and there's this instant connection. I feel that with you too. I feel like I've known you forever. But I can't not go to Europe because a friend of mine, whether new or not, is asking me not to. You should come with me.
It's not that I'm telling you not to. I just do not know how you will be safe, and I want you to be alive long enough to be happy.
So I promise you, Paris is not filled with criminals that are looking to murder me. Do you know a criminal looking to murder me, David? As like there, you silently stare at her when she says that. And she says that sarcastically. She's not expecting an actual answer, obviously, but...
People that find their way into my orbit tend to get hurt. And I do not want you to get hurt.
You see that sarcastic smile kind of disappear a little bit. She says, she leans in a little bit, lowering her voice maybe an octave or so. She's just like, is that what you mean by in trouble with, like, the government? Are you a mob? She leans in. Are you a mobster or something?
I am not, but Janet is, and she is very good at looking after me.
She nods. Is Janet going to kill me for some reason?
No, she knows that would make me very unhappy.
And I'm going to be fine, right?
Are
you telling your mobster friends about me?
No, I am not. I do not want to make a decision for you and for your life. But I would be remiss to not tell you when I am afraid for you.
Well, that's just good communication, David. And she like gives you like a playful punch on the arm. But
is there anything that I could do to encourage you to stay? Even maybe not with me, but in a way that I could get to you quickly. I could find you a Frenchman. I can find you old buildings.
She laughs at both of those things. David, man, you're really speaking like you know something I don't.
It's
your
because I think
is
I
a
do.
little bit is a little bit worse than what? Because we've known each other for like a couple weeks, man. What do you know that I don't?
I've already told you. The people around me tend to become injured. That one has even been killed.
But Janet's not injured. Elspeth isn't injured. They're still around, right?
Janet and Elle are very different, and they are very important to important people.
I mean, couldn't I argue that means they're in more danger than me if I'm not important to important people?
They are quite strong.
I don't doubt it, but so am I. What do you think I am, some fucking damsel in distress?
No. I think you're eager to escape.
Hell yes, I'm eager to escape. For the first time ever, going on a vacation that's not forced by my family at the age of 11.
But then you'll be coming back and nothing will change.
That's the plan. I mean, I might be a little bit more cultured. Maybe I'll have a French accent. Who knows? The world could change me. But no, I'm coming back. I got a shift already, my schedule is already scheduled out for when I come back. I'm not disappearing to Europe. I didn't win that much money.
What if, when things become easier at the quarry, that I convince Janet to hire you as a receptionist?
Listen, if the money's fucking good, who am I to say no?
I can imagine it might be better than this diner.
she shrugs and she's like, listen, you've got my ear already. Any opportunity to better my money intake is not one. I might still pick up a shift here and there at this place because I love the people here. And hey, the money can be good.
When Janet found out that you had won $25,000, she said that she could take that and make that more. And I believe her. I do not know how she would, but I believe her.
Well, let's just say I kind of have an aversion to giving my money to hardened criminals in the mob. Like I said, my brother's in jail for shit. I'd rather not deal with the law in that way. And I know the mob can be a pretty quick way to get to the law.
What did your brother do?
She just kind of like bobbles her head back and forth. Long story, just say he was heavy into the drug scene, yeah?
I wish I understood that more, but every time it is brought up, people seem very upset about it.
That's not a good thing, yeah? You seem like you're clean, I guess, but well, Jay, you just, I don't know. Are you with the mob? And you said Janet is, but are you?
Janet said that I am very important and that it is important to protect me.
Well,
So
what
I
makes you
think-
so important then, huh? You're worried about me dying. Well, shouldn't I be worried about you dying?
No, I am very strong. I have been shot many times, and I can fly.
That's a new one. And you see her face change a bit when you say that to like almost like talking to a child, like the curiosity of like talking to a child. When did you learn how to fly?
The moment that I came free.
All right, David, just going to be honest with you. None of that makes a lick of sense.
Touch my hand.
Okay. And she reaches out and with a couple fingers just lays them on your hand.
What do you feel?
A cold hand?
Do you think it is particularly cold in here?
Some people might have poor I'm not going to judge you for poor circulation. I'm so confused how this has anything to do with you learning to fly or where you came from. David, this conversation has taken 9 left turns and I don't know where we are.
You asked what made me different.
Yes, I did.
I cannot tell you everything. It would make many people very mad, and I would go against the laws of the government. But I am not lying when I said that I fear for you, and that if you were to stay, it would mean that you were safer than if you had left.
Were you like part of MK Ultra or something?
I am a protected person.
Who can fly?
Please do not say that many more times.
Like Superman? She looks at her, like, at this point, I guess I realize the comic shirt she's wearing is a Superman comic shirt.
You feel very good right now, yes?
Yeah, I won $25,000 and I'm going on vacation. I feel fucking great.
And you have felt better recently, physically as well.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, I will say, coughing a lot less for how much I smoke.
From what I know, that will begin to taper off, and you will become ill and hungry soon. 2 weeks, maybe 3.
What the fuck, David, what the fuck are you talking about? You're acting like you poisoned me or someone poisoned me. What are you talking about, David? You can fly, you're a person of interest who's wanted, you got shot, and I'm gonna...
It's not that I'm wanted, it's just that I am in trouble.
Okay, I'm just trying to piece together how all of these things coalesce into a formation of why I shouldn't go to Europe, I guess, and why I'm gonna feel sick.
Mathis, can I appeal to like, is there a social role that I can make to appeal to her in such a way that like conveys me as not lying, even if I can't give her the entire truth? I just want to see like on an empathetical path that I can do that.
I can make a role in for her wit's insight, but she's not acting like you're lying, more treating you like, are you crazy?
Are you crazy? Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah. And she's trying to piece it together. So don't worry, she doesn't think you're lying. None of this is making sense to me, David. I'm sorry.
Janet and Elle will be back soon.
Mm-hmm.
They do not like for me to be alone for very long, or at least out of arm's reach. They are so much better at explaining these things, and they just wanted me to try to explain to you that it would be safer for you if you stayed. And I cannot lie.
Because you're like Superman.
I am something I do not know.
Okay. Well, once they get back, we'll talk. She looks around, she like puts her hand on yours just gently. While we're here, we're fine. I'm not going anywhere for a week. Nobody's going to come fucking attack us. And if they are, you're here, Mr. Strongman. So like, let's just fucking relax for a little bit.
If you leave, then it is safe to assume that you should know I will miss you.
Oh, I'll miss you too. I'm going to be back, David. I'm not leaving. And she like tries to reiterate that again and again. And after maybe talking like that in circles for a bit, Elspeth and Janet would arrive. And as you walk back into the diner, you see them mostly done with their milkshakes at this point, sitting in the booth just off to the left. And David would see them first. You walk over, I imagine. You just have with Janet and Elspeth?
Yes. As we're walking over, do I see Liz carrying a purse on her? Or
yeah, she has like, it's less of a purse and more just like a bag. Like, I don't know how you would call it. It's like a little bag she keeps stuff in.
Okay. It's sitting
hung up on like the edge of the booth chair? It's like on the edge of the booth chair.
Liz
Got it.
is still going. She does not believe me.
She's like, what do you? Oh, hey, maybe.
I'll try to make it knowing that we got a little plan. I will try to make a distraction. I bought her cigarettes, right? A replacement box.
Sure.
And I'll kind of put them down. I'll be like,
thank you.
We ran our errand and I swung by the gas station and picked up, your favorites.
Thank you very much. Damn. That's extremely nice of you, Janet. Having only met you tonight. And she like laughed. She was like, if I can get you anything, I mean, let me know.
I'm an extremely nice person. How are your milkshakes? And I'm just going to try to make noise and distract.
And as soon as you say, how are your milkshakes? She goes, well, actually, we should probably talk about what David's been telling me because I'm extremely confused.
I want to interrupt her.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, David steps
I would like
in.
to interrupt her. Like, I've kind of scooted over in the booth so anyone else, there's probably still not a lot of room, but I'd still like to scoot over so someone else can sit with me. And David is going to go out on a long shot here because he doesn't have a lot of memory. What's there in memory is, I'm going to guess, probably pretty strong.
Mm-hmm.
David wants to try to either hum or tap the rhythm that he heard that night in the street when they descended down.
I know you're trying to do. Make me I would say, and let me look. Betty, I'm using your sheet for reference real quick. Betty's not here, so it doesn't matter. Checking retrieving character engine updates. Thank you, Demiplane.
Oh yeah, sometimes.
Okay, here we go. Give me
a hot minute.
An intelligence performance check. You're trying to remember the tune and also like hum it.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to rouse for this. I have no performance. David's not a performer.
Rat laugh.
Okay.
And Elspeth, obviously, what is your plan on stealthing this stuff?
Tell me if this is possible, but so I want to sit closest to her bag and stay completely still.
Sure.
And obfuscate my arm.
Oh, it was critical. Okay, so what's critical come to? So
it's you 5
2
total
and
you
2.
Have. 5.
And we'll get to that in a second. And so you're trying to sit down and then disappear in front of her?
I want to just obfuscate part of my body. I don't know if that's possible with Cloak of Shadows.
Not till later on. You can do that later when you can start doing like specific stuff. Obfuscate the way you have right now is, I think you have the don't move, don't make noise obfuscate, which is just you just disappear.
I have the very rudimentary obfuscate. Okay. All right, then I'll just kind of very stealthily, because I still have good stealth.
Stealth check?
Yes, I'm gonna just
trying to walk up next to it and like drag your hand across it while reaching and trying to grab what?
So I'm gonna try to just grab a couple of the first couple of objects I can grab in her bag, hoping it's some whatever she carries in her purse is probably valuable.
Let's get the deck stealth roll.
Knowing she's a smoker, it's her lighter. It's the most valuable thing in her bag.
The lighter is in there. Yeah, that 100%.
Lighter, wallet, anything.
If she rolls really well, she'll grab a couple things, but we'll see.
Okay, I'm gonna rouse this. Okay, so I get hungrier. I'm now at hunger 3. I went from 1 to 3 to this evening. Okay,
Unfortunate.
let's see. So I'm going to stealth plus dex. I have a specialty in break-in. I don't technically I'm breaking into one would argue.
I would say this is larceny.
I was gonna say it's not breaking in. You're not breaking into a door, a lock, or a building. It's not breaking in.
All right.
This is
all
not.
right.
I mean, larceny is still petty crimes. It's not just breaking into houses.
That's the specialty is breaking in though.
Right.
Specialty
yeah.
is very
Specialty, yeah,
specific.
yeah.
My
Larceny,
specialty is
yes, you can use like dex larceny or whatever, but yeah, the specialty doesn't apply.
okay. I'm gonna willpower reroll.
Damn, yeah, with 1 success, that's unfortunate.
So let's see.
You can
select,
reroll 2 of them.
Yeah, select dice to reroll. Roll 2. Woo!
Wait, you rerolled more than 2.
Oh,
You rerolled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
you're correct. I
So
did.
just give me a raw 2d10 roll.
Yeah, let's just use roll 20 for 2d10. Roll.
An additional success. Okay. With a normal success, she's not, I won't even have her roll against you. You'll be able to slide into the purse. You will pull the lighter, obviously, which is a very worn down Boston Red Sox lighter that has been used quite a bit. And for the second thing, let me make a roll real quick. Just a 1d10 roll.
Back.
And lipstick. Actually, it would be chapstick for her, probably.
Because you're just kind of reaching it blind.
She's a waiter or waitress. It's probably like hand sanitizer, I bet.
Oh,
Yeah, something along those
Sandy
lines.
or-
I'm looking to see what I roll here. I didn't roll the 10 that I was gonna like. If I rolled a 10, I was gonna give you the rare pull, so to speak. But as you reach in, yeah, we'll say that you pull. What'd you say that was likely in there?
Hand sanitizer or chapstick?
Sanitizer's in there for sure. Even a little bit of a smell, like a little light spray of smell, just like to get that restaurant stink off of you. But yeah, we'll say you pull out a plastic bottle of hand sanitizer, 3/4 of the way used.
And the lighter of the 2 things.
And the lighter. Yep, those are the 2 things you got with just like a normal success as you're trying to brush by, blindly reaching in, not really sure what to grab. But as you sit down, David, you said you cut off Liz when she was going to explain. Sorry, a lot of shit happened all at once.
Yeah. I think it would be like a combination of him, like, because I'm guessing at a diner, right? Like every diner I've been into, they kind of have like the pre-rolled silverware. I'm going to guess that even if there's not one at the table, there's probably one in his milkshake. So he's probably doing a combination of tapping on the glass and humming
so that's right. So you're seeing that song, humming that song. No one, obviously, Janet and Elspeth do not recognize the tune at all. It is wholly unique as far as they can tell. And for I'm gonna make a roll for Liz. 2 successes. There's a moment where you maybe like the tune catches her attention and she's like, huh? Oh, what are you singing over there, David?
I was hoping that you would remember.
No, I don't think so. Do you? Did you? What's that from?
It's from the night that we met.
Oh man, that whole night is a blur.
Yeah,
I
tell
understand.
me more about that blurry night.
Oh, I'm sorry. David never told you?
You know, a different perspective, new story, or same story, new person.
I don't know. I had this guest who was a bit of a unwanted regular of mine, kind of really creepy guy.
You got a name?
Oh shit! I think I gave him a name. I forget it at the moment.
That's okay. You could just say you gave me his name. That's what matters.
Yeah,
to the
there's a
story.
name. And she's like, I had the boss kick him out a couple times. He still came back. And that night where David was there, he came back and something was very wrong with him. He looked. I just got honestly, I just got really scared. I bolted out the back door. I didn't make it too far before I must have passed out.
Yeah, I heard you took a bad fall, knocked your head.
So I don't know. When I woke up, David was there.
In my line of work, we tend to, well, you could say I have a deep passion for protecting women from such activity as your friend.
Yo, David told me,
Yeah. So, if he just happens to come back around, you give me a call.
Yeah, and I mean, he hasn't been back since, which is
That's great. Maybe David scared him off.
maybe. I mean, speaking of, I mean, I'm glad you're here. Got a little distracted there. Um,
Yeah, David.
are you like you and David are friends and stuff? What is David says? How do I say this? David, do you just want to? David says he can fly.
Okay. And
Well,
I told her
does-
that I was a protected person.
that's right.
you
Yeah.
work
He's
the-
well, I'm sure he's told you about our work.
says what you do.
My work. Yeah, you could call him a protected person, like a protected.
Is it? Can he fly?
He does what he needs to get the job done.
Oh, that's not a no. What the fuck? What do you mean, like Superman? Like genuinely, like Superman?
No,
What
honey,
do you mean
honey,
you can fly?
honey,
It doesn't make
honey.
any sense.
David
He
is
says
going to be
he's
no
been
good
shot-
here.
He says he's been shot before.
He walks out. He's no good here. In fact, it's probably frustrating him that it's coming down to lies. So now he realizes that
What
he
is
goofed
happening?
again. He's just going to walk out of the front of the
She
diner.
leans forward. She's like, "What do you mean he can fly? What do you mean he's been shot before? You're not.
Listen.
He wasn't lying. He's not like.
I'm going
I'm not trying to be mean. You're not like his guardian.
I'm going to need you to lower your voice.
I'm confused. Sorry.
I know, and I'm
Sorry.
going to help you out.
I am
Yeah.
sorry as well.
David is in fact a protected person. That's a very
Huh?
good way to put it. And as a protected person, the more questions that you ask, the more risk you put him in.
I didn't ask. He just told me.
I understand. He gets excited. He trusts you. The question
don't-
is,
What do you
can
mean,
I
though?
trust you?
Yes. I don't. What do you mean? I'm just a.
Wonderful. Wonderful. As his friend, you should know that David's got a very large imagination.
So he can't fly.
How do
I
you
don't-
define flying?
David's outside.
What do you mean? Like how I define flying? Like he's standing on the floor and then he's not, and he's going into the air.
Have you ever seen anybody levitate?
Yeah, magicians. I know it's a trick.
I think what I'm trying to say is David uses words to describe his existence in this reality in a way that you and I may not share. Flying could mean literally the freedom to come and go as he pleases, which, as a protected person, is oftentimes very difficult.
Then why didn't you or Jim just say that?
Because everybody uses their words differently, and David has a particular way with them. As his friend, I suspect you can understand and be empathetic to this reality.
Then maybe you can. Sorry.
Is there another question I can answer for you, Liz?
Am I getting? Is knowing David getting me involved with something that would make my life more dangerous?
Define dangerous.
Is my
That says a lot.
injury, harm, death?
Hmm.
You name it. Danger.
You've known David for what, a week? Has any of that come your way?
No, but he keeps insisting if I fly to Europe, it's going to, and that people he knows die. He
I
made
understand.
that very clear.
I think he's concerned because he hinted at the fact you were being stalked.
Yes. An unfortunate situation that has nothing to do with government or mobsters.
If you say that out loud again, we're gonna have a problem.
I think that's my answer.
I think what I want you to know is David is not dangerous. Me, I'm dangerous. In fact, I tried to stay in the car, but he wanted me to meet you. Want to know why? Because we're friends. He doesn't have
Okay.
many friends. So I need to be assured you're going to be a good friend to him.
I am, but
Why don't you take your money, take your vacation, make sure to try the caviar and some champagne. And when you get back, please come check in with David. It would make him feel better because he's going to be worried about you the whole time you're there. And I have a feeling you might miss him.
okay.
You shouldn't be worried about us putting your life in danger, honey. He's not here because he's worried about us putting you in danger. He was afraid you were already in danger. The first night he met you, you literally ran.
Yes,
Have you
I'm not
considered that
saying-
maybe we're not the problem?
I genuinely understand and appreciate his concern, but to think that those threats are going to follow me to France is just extreme. Now
Is
that
it
you talk the
extreme?
way you are talking, maybe the danger was meeting him in the first place.
Liz, I'm really glad that you won 2 lottery tickets. I think that's great. But everybody's luck runs out.
I've seen too many movies for that not to sound like it was a fucking threat, Janet. And if it is, threat heard, loud and clear.
I am not threatening you. I'm warning you about the reality of the world. I'm not a threat to you, honey. I don't want to kill you. That's too much effort. And clean up, God. I just want to make sure that you're not, that you are not going to put David in danger.
I don't under. Yeah,
You don't
no.
understand?
No, I understand. I understand the words. I don't understand how we got here, because other than the stalker, which I appreciate him, and I would never not. How would I put David in danger when he's the one telling me I'm in danger for knowing him? He literally said while you were gone, people around him that he knows die.
Yes, that's why he's in protective custody, honey.
So maybe staying away from David is the best option here.
And isn't that exactly what you already planned to do? Take your little vacation and leave for a few weeks?
He then told me, right, but that's right, because then he also said, then in a couple weeks I'm going to start getting sick.
What I think you
And
want
he
to do
didn't-
is take your vacation, and when you get back, you should come see David.
Do you know why he thinks I'm going to get sick in a couple weeks?
He
Have I been poisoned?
worries about us all. He's a soft man. He's kind and empathetic, and he understands things that you and I will never see. So do you want to sit here and ask all the why questions? Or do you want to accept the fact that you have a new friend, one that you ain't going to find on any street corner? And if you want to keep him as a friend, then maybe you should keep your voice down, choose your words kindly, and, just give him a heads up when you get back to town so he's not worried.
She shakes her head. I mean, I will, but I did not. I was just having a good time with the milkshake. He brought all that up.
Do you think that maybe it's because he trusts you and he wanted somebody to confide in? Somebody other than the two of us?
Then he literally said, we should wait for Janet and Elle. They will explain it better than I can.
Honey,
And nothing
the
was
man on the
explained.
street corner will literally say his dick is huge. It doesn't make it true.
That's why I was asking you. And when I asked you if he could fly, the answer wasn't immediately no. It was a very wishy. So I was confused. And
No,
then I got concerned.
I said no. He can't levitate. He can't just lift off the ground.
Okay, that's what he was making it sound like. He said he got shot multiple times and was fine.
Fine. He's fine now. Also, not a lie. And has he been shot a few times? Yeah, haven't we all? He's a fucking informant for the FBI. So why don't you just take your voice down?
Oh my God, you're an informant for the FBI. Okay.
Right? That's why he's in protective custody. He needs a friend. Somebody that's not the two of us. Look at us.
Are you? But you're not.
You're
you
good.
are the. I'm sorry. You know what? Actually, moment of clarity.
I love this. Don't
I don't
ask
want
a
to.
question
I'm not
if you
gonna
don't want
ask
the
any
answer.
more goddamn questions. I don't
My
want to know.
goodness, Liz, you
anything
learn
else.
very, very
And could you
quickly. I
pass
like you.
the message along to David that all that shit puts me in danger if he tells me about
Yes,
it. Okay.
yes. I will have a conversation with David and bring some clarity to the situation. Just enjoy
I just
your
wanted
vacation.
to have a good night,
Liz.
and he's telling me I'm in danger because I know him and all this stuff that makes no goddamn sense.
Deep breath, Liz.
My heart is racing. I'm sorry. And you actually see like her hand shaking a little bit as she reaches out for her milkshake that has like nothing left in it.
I will lean in a very nurturing way and just put her hand between mine.
And as you do, she looks to you and she's like, and I'm making this clear now to you and whoever you work for. I have nothing against you or the people you work for. I just want to live my life.
You're not in trouble, Liz.
Okay. Okay.
Thank
Well,
you for being kind to David and a friend to him. And I hope you have a good time in Europe.
Thank you.
You are
Yeah.
so welcome. Now you enjoy the rest of that milkshake and make sure, to give us a call when you arrive safely so somebody in this world knows that you're safe.
She
Good night,
nods.
Liz.
And as you step out, do you put the stuff back in her purse or you just keep it?
You got to keep one of
Sounds
them because
good.
I keep the lighter. I keep the
Okay,
lighter.
As you walk away, our camera pulls back and is kind of a close profile shot of Liz sat hunched over the milkshake. As you walk to the front door, you go out of focus. And just as the door opens and the bell rings, she takes a large slurp. And just as that slurp hits, we cut to black and we will take our break here.
Yes.
We'll be back in a few minutes. See you in a bit, everybody. Hello, everybody. Welcome back from break. We can just jump right back into it if we want. And honestly, we will pick right back up as Janet and Elle are walking out of the diner. David is out. You said David walked outside. Is he just standing out there?
Yeah, I think David is probably just standing outside, realizing that like he fucked up. Like he fucked up again. And he feels like he's probably a scolding is inbound, so he's just sort of bracing himself for it.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, listen. Okay, Janet just comes out. She goes, "All right, get in the car. We're going somewhere else. This is a dead end. Dead end. Get it? No, get in the car."
Dead silence from both Elle and David.
He doesn't even hesitate. He'll climb in the back seat.
Yep.
Okay.
The car always lists a little bit when you step in.
We're going shopping for 2 things. Does anybody need anything? We're out and about. The quarry's quite a ways. You know, it's like we're in town. Do you need anything? Maybe some soap, body spray for you.
Hold on. I need some parasitic bugs.
Okay, well that actually goes hand in hand. Maybe where I was, one of the places I was at. David, is there anywhere you'd like to stop?
Could I get tools?
Well, yeah, sure, honey. You know, look. Oh, yes, that I can actually accomplish. Yeah, sure. Yeah, tools. What kind of tool? Oh, you like hot? Yeah, absolutely. Come on. All right. Well, it sounds like we're going to, you know, House Depot, and because we can get it, maybe all 3 of us can get what we need there.
Yeah, what you're looking for parasitic bugs. What are you looking like?
Bear with me, okay? We're not there yet, but I got one place I want to stop off first. This is a gift for David.
What are parasitic? Like a leech?
Leech, I imagine. Ticks,
A tick.
mosquitoes.
Okay, got it. It's a component that I need.
I figure.
Where? What would okay, yeah, we can do this. We can do this. Okay, the first place I stop is just like, I don't know. I know it's nighttime, so maybe like a men's warehouse, something that carries men's stuff, specifically men's accessories.
Okay. You find
Janet,
a place, not too
Janet,
bad. Yeah, you go in.
The
Just
two
tell
of
me,
you sit.
what are you looking to
Yeah,
get?
you two sit here, and I look at Elspeth and I go, okay, I'll be back with your gift in a second, David.
And we see
Okay.
Janet step out, but our camera stays in the car.
Yeah, I leave the
Music is
car
probably
running
playing.
for the kids.
Yeah, music is playing. What does Janet have for music playing in the background?
I don't know. I give it's probably talk radio or something.
Perfect.
You've been a little quiet. You okay?
I can't help but feel like every time I try to do something right, I just keep doing things wrong.
I'm sorry, David. It's not. I know how you feel. Sometimes you just feel like you messed up and you feel bad about it. But you're not. It's. I don't think anybody is like mad at you or anything. Maybe Liz a little frustrated, but
I believe that I scared her.
hmm. You might have a little bit with some of the stuff that you said, but that tends to be the reaction that people have when you start talking about things beyond what their normal minds comprehend. You'll learn that more as you talk to normal people.
I don't know why. I think it is interesting to find out that people can do things. If someone told me that they could fly, I would be very happy for them.
Yeah. I mean, I would too, but that's the thing with our existence. It's outside of the normal human brain, what they can comprehend. You know, I heard this weird like thing in some of my research that I was doing that there, are werewolves. People can change from human to werewolf. And when that happens, it's so mind blowing for a human that they essentially block it from their mind because they don't even fathom that somebody is shifting from human to monster. That's just, they can't comprehend it. So their mind enters this weird state. Like, isn't that crazy?
When Elspeth talks about werewolves in this moment, David, you now completely realize, almost as though you had an innate understanding why being in those woods, you were that whoever the beast was called you stupid or like you have like a suicide wish. Why? All of a sudden you have an understanding that there were werewolves out there, and I have been for a long time.
Would David have any recollection of lupine?
There's this, it's a strange, like you understand the term when she talks about it, there's this innate knowing of what they are. Like you've kind of always known that they exist and what they are. And you even may have a general mental image in your mind of what they look like, but you cannot recall any specific encounter with them that you or maybe any other thing inside of you has had, at least not in this moment. But there is a familiarity with the term and kind of the general idea of what they are.
Is there fear associated with that memory?
Oh, 100%. A typical kindred fear of lupine is instilled in you. You know that a lupine could tear through you no matter how strong you think you are.
I mean, I think he'd still be even curious about that.
Like
it's scary, but like it's still a curiosity.
If they are so close to where we are, then why would the prince put us out that close to them?
I mean,
not much of a choice.
I was going to say, yeah, it's not really by choice. They just happen to roam their lands, the woods, wherever. Some of them, well, actually, I don't know that.
Is the prince trying to dispose of us?
We naturally, we don't really get along. Yeah, they're kind of scary. I've never seen one, thank goodness. I just have read about them a little bit from my own natural curiosity.
Did we mess up so bad that the prince sees it easier to dispose of us to the lupine than to have us work under her?
Well, what do you mean? We were not disposed to the lupine.
If we are out by them, and that means that they are out by us, and the prince knows that.
Oh.
Then that means that she might be trying to dispose of us.
I think she more, not intentionally, but more of like, if it's a liability, she doesn't really care how close we are to their proximity. We're not that important in the grand scheme of kindred society. So if we're near some sort of territory that's controlled by wolves, yeah, you know. But anyway, I was just trying to explain that to demonstrate the gravitas of things that human arcane can't really comprehend versus when we try to explain things, it takes a lot out of their minds.
Then who do I talk to? If I cannot talk to humans, and every strange kindred that I talk to tells me to leave them alone.
I know. I feel the same way, Dave. Honestly, I feel the same. I keep saying, I said this to Janet, we need to make friends. I'm getting like, generally my clan has been pretty isolated their whole life, but like it's not natural. We should socialize and meet people. I maybe we could go to a kindred club and meet some people.
They will not like me.
Oh, I think some people would like you.
Someone ordered their number on your chest. Somebody liked you.
I'm just saying I agree with you that it can be very lonely and isolating sometimes. Like it's great that we have each other, and I think that's very important.
The last kindred that I met that I was interested in talking to told me to fuck off. And the other of his clan wanted to hurt me. And when I met other strangers, they wanted to sleep with me, or they did sleep with me. Why is it that everyone wants to hurt me or sleep with me? I just want someone to talk to.
You know, that's not too far off from what it's like just being a person. Yeah, it's just that some people want to hurt you.
The human condition.
Yeah, some people want to sleep with you, and like,
well, Liz doesn't want either of those. I will come to bat for that NPC.
I know it sucks, David. It does. I can't say I fully relate because you have a different experience than me, but like, I get you. I can relate in some ways. I really want to make some friends.
I just feel like every time I try to make a friend, I end up making life harder for Janet. And even now, I feel like she may be upset with me.
I don't think she's upset. And if she is, it's just a momentary thing. Janet cares about you. She cares about me. And honestly, she did a good job talking to Liz after you walked out. I think she diffused the situation as best as she could. And that's the best we could ask for, I think. I think it's going to be okay in the long run, but I know you're probably not feeling the best right now.
I'm just confused. I don't know why I have so many feelings inside of me.
I know. Feelings and emotions are complicated sometimes. A lot of times.
Would it be easier to make friends with someone that I am afraid of?
Oh, I don't know about that. Don't be going off to the woods and trying to find a wolf to be friends with. That would probably end badly.
But why am I so afraid of lupine?
That's probably like how we're afraid of the sun and fire. Those kinds of things. They're kind of a natural predator to us. So that might just be that little voice, that voice inside you that we don't always like to talk to. It might be telling you to be afraid.
I do not want to be afraid of them for very long.
I think it's better to keep those feelings of fear, because the other would be headstrong trying to face them on, and that would not end well.
I just want to live knowing that people see me as strong and capable, but never having to wield my strength or capability.
So you want to be feared in some way, you know? That's kind of what it sounds like.
I just want friends.
I think we'll make friends at some point.
I think then Janet slings the door open. I found the perfect one. I'm so sorry, hon. They didn't do gift wrapping this late, but I got you something special.
Oh?
What did you
And
find?
I'll hand him the bag.
Looks
Open
inside.
it. It's a wallet with the D like monogrammed on it because you got money now. This is where your money goes.
And your library card.
And your library
And my
card.
library card. That is very nice. 2 gifts in one night. I feel very confused and conflicted. I did something wrong, and now I am being given 2 gifts.
Honey, no. Who said you did something wrong?
I am saying I did something wrong.
Okay, well, what did you do? I was in there like 10 minutes.
I told Liz too many things.
Oh. Okay, we all make mistakes, okay? And you were just doing what you felt was right, yeah?
I thought that because she had my blood and what everyone said that she would be more receptive to being my friend now.
Oh, okay. I see. That's just a misunderstanding and a little miscommunication on our part. You knew to the whole ghouling thing. It's gonna take a little time before she falls into the groove, and when you tell her that you can fly, that to the average person might be hard to believe. But it doesn't mean that she won't believe it, and that she's not your friend.
Is this the first time David's hearing the word ghoul in like an actual manner? Okay.
Like in this capacity, yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I was just trying to explain that to David a little bit with like the concept of werewolves, like how that's something that's
God,
like
we're talking about the lupine? Who calls them werewolves? What is this?
I'm
Kindergarten?
sorry. When I read it in the book, they don't use the term lupine. They use the term
What
werewolf.
book?
Just, some history.
Twilight.
Okay, yeah, paperback romance novels. I see through you.
I read some of those ones that are.
Yeah, okay, smut. All right.
Look,
She opens her notebooks. There's just like sexy doodles of the
Yeah,
brouhaha.
of werewolves in the corner. Okay,
Brouhaha.
and Bruja fighting them.
You're not in trouble, David. You're not in trouble, honey. I talked to her. It'll probably be good for her to get away for just a little bit. And while you were having a milkshake, Elspeth and I ran by the gas station, coerced Terry into letting us look through the video footage. From what we can tell, nobody tampered with the tickets. I'm not
So maybe it's legit.
Yeah, maybe she truly did. Maybe she is just the luckiest bitch in the world. But yeah, see, your instincts are good, David. You have good instincts. No, kid, I think there's something going on, and it could have to do with you, or it could have to do with the man who was chasing her the night that you met her, right? Unfortunately, I am humble enough to know when I can say something is out of my depth, and I don't know nothing about that and why it would be. But having chatted with her, having heard the story, and having checked out the convenience store, I think she's okay to take a trip to Europe. And she's going to come back and see you when she gets back. And I can promise you, by then, she's going to want to see you because she's going to be craving your blood.
David, how did that go about you giving her your vitae?
She was injured, and we did not know if she would wake up. She took a very, very heavy hit to the head.
So she didn't quite remember you giving her.
Yeah.
No, she was unconscious.
That's kind of step number 2 of the ghouling process is we bring them into the know, which is oftentimes very, very hard. And she's, you're going to need to,
Actually,
we'll have
Janet,
some explaining to do. Huh?
You forgot a step. Before that, a step is getting permission, which we don't have.
That's what I mean. She's going to need to be in the know or she's not going to consent to drinking your blood. So we'll have some things to answer for, but let's let her go to Europe. Fuck whatever Italian man or whatever she was all about. Drink some wine. She'll come back. It'll be great. It'll be so good.
Do you both remember when we told you about that room?
What room?
The room where
The
we-
trivia room?
Yes, where we found
Oh, right.
the object.
What object?
Wait, you found an object?
Yes. Did Leon not tell you? I thought we told you.
And he kind of explained it.
It's been a bit.
He
And you
called it
also-
some weird Malkavian stuff. He didn't say anything about an object.
Well,
Leon
David
is
also said he
frequently
did
wrong.
Leon also, David also said at that point to you, but that he like made it into a shape and it went away, but you all kind of were like, okay. It just kind of like went by.
Okay.
So you remember when we said about the alleyway?
Sure.
Yeah.
We chased her into the alley,
Right.
and I was flying.
Great. Okay.
She does not remember
We really
seeing
need to
me.
find a code word for that. You were. We gotta
Eating
find
a
a better
sandwich.
word than flying. Yeah. For the sake of everybody.
We can work
we're
on
gonna
a
figure
code
that out.
word, but
Yeah.
it is
Yeah.
important
We'll
to
workshop
note
that.
this because it is part of why I want to try so hard with her, because she is not normal like me.
She's not normal like you.
When we chased her in the alley, the dumpsters were moving of their own volition. They were moving across, and it wasn't sliding. It was like a blink of the eye from one side to another. And
When you were chasing her, the dumpsters were disappearing and reappearing?
yes, they were. It nearly
And
crushed
And
Betty.
you think this has to do with her?
I know it does,
Okay.
because the
You know
man
what?
died. And then when we left,
What did y'all do with the body?
there was no body left.
Oh, that's right. He blipped out of existence.
Leon said
Okay.
that he wanted to find the phone, but that he could not get it without potentially touching him. And
Well,
everything
maybe
that
it's a good
touched
thing
him.
that she's going to the other
changed.
side of the world for a little bit. It's a good thing.
The manhole
While you-
cover opened, and something rose from below the streets.
What? What rose?
A song
Oh, the song you were humming.
that I was
What
tapping.
song?
The song that I was humming and tapping.
A
It was
song
very
rose
strange.
From the sewers.
Because the road, the alley began to melt. It turned to liquid and was pulling both Betty and Liz into the ground.
Okay. Oh.
So
okay.
maybe Liz has some weird aura, and when she went to go buy her lotto tickets, her weird aura got her to win the lotto.
And you think what? Everything that happened was like fight or flight, so dumpsters would disappear and crush the guy that was chasing her. That she's got some unexplained
She's-
mutant ability.
She's got some manifestation techniques
she
that
is
I
like
wish
Magpie?
I had.
Trust me, it's nobody in the world like Magpie.
But is that too much of a coincidence to assume that there are two people around me now like Magpie?
That is kind of strange. Yes. Unusual. Out of the norm.
When we went into that basement, the place beneath the street, there were dead animals lined in the walls. But they were not dead. They were stuck, like frozen.
Huh? Where
Please-
did you go?
Please just listen. Save your
Okay.
questions for the end.
Okay.
In the middle of the room, we could not run away. We had to face something I could not explain. It was singing a song, and I understood the song. And it wanted me to die. It said that I was wrong, and it tried to remake me and make me better. I felt my limbs break, but I willed them back together. And when I touched it and grabbed hold, I reshaped it with my art, and it created a space for us to leave.
I have no idea. Elspeth is just like, that is,
I do not know either, and I have dreamed and thought about this in my wake, and I have no understanding. This is not even something that something inside me remembers.
I understand. Okay. Well.
you understand.
But I remember the
story. I
song.
understand better understand now the story. I think it is still a good thing that she's going to go away for a little bit. If nothing else, to give us the chance and her the safety. We need to figure some stuff out. You need tools. You need fucking parasitic bugs.
Yes.
I'd like some flowers. So I got some things. So does there happen to be like a an Ace Hardware, a horticulture type store where I can get anything like that open this late?
Of course. Yeah, it's
Like
not super
like a
late. It's still
nursery?
early. Yeah, because you
Okay.
woke up, you had met April Bosley, and then you just went to the diner. It's only been maybe an hour into the evening. It's only like 8 o'clock.
Yeah, we'll do I mean, maybe that's a House Depot, or maybe it's a more of a mom and pop type joint, but I need like somebody that has a good selection of plants, and obviously some basic
Bugs.
tools. Well, yeah, the bugs are part of the pesticide. Yeah, oh yes.
I'm gonna figure out.
A specialty horticulture store, please.
Also,
and or tool shop.
while you were deep in conversation with Liz, I grabbed something from her bag.
Oh,
so
you did it.
look at this old lighter. This
Okay, don't throw it around. That's the only thing we got of hers. David, I had a thought. Betty has a variety of skills that the three of us simply just don't have. One of which is
Pretend.
yes. But also she can see things that others can't. So I thought if we got an object, an innocent object from Liz, we could give it to Betty and see if Betty couldn't deduce more information about her and potentially tell us what's going on. That way you didn't think we just stole from her to steal from her.
Yes.
I understand.
Wonderful. Oh, here's your cash. Put it in your wallet with your library card. And then I gotta we'll pull up at whatever this place is in the area.
Yeah, you just pull into like a House Depot, like you said.
I look at Elspeth and I go, he's got money, do you?
I got a couple of dollars on me.
$1,000 still.
I was about to say, I will add it to your tab.
Maybe I will just conveniently walk out of the store with a couple of bugs.
You're gonna steal bugs? I'll pay for the bugs.
I give her some of the money.
There is a difficulty you're going to encounter. Finding parasitic bugs at a bug store or a pet store just doesn't exist, as far as I can tell.
No, you don't find them at a pet store. You find them at a horticulture store. You buy them with plants. Shit. They're used to eat other pests off your plants. They're found at a That's why I was like, we need to go somewhere where there are plants and tools.
Then absolutely.
Because they're also just get fleas.
Oh, yeah, but you can't like bottle fleas from a pet store. But you can buy like wasp and certain things to eat away like mothballs and eggs and things like that. That's all you're looking for, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. Yeah, you can in fact buy that.
There you go.
But so I wheel up.
Yeah, unless there's any particular, like I said, scene or anything you want to do while shopping, you essentially are able to get everything you're looking for. Nothing you're looking for is bad.
I am looking for a person. Well, two things. I'm looking for dandelions in the plants, in the flowers.
Oh, you can pick a bunch of dandelion weeds outside.
Well, okay, so hear me out. I need a person. I'd like to talk to somebody that looks definitely like they know what they're talking about. You know, like that little old lady that works in the outdoor section at Lowe's. You're like, that woman knows flowers. Why? Because I look at her. I need somebody like that.
Okay, so what are you looking for? Obviously for a person, but are you looking for them for a specific reason?
Yeah, I got a question.
Okay, and for you, David, are you just kind of sticking around?
He's got tools.
I'm gonna try. Easy. If it's not just that, I think for some of the more finer details, since he doesn't have the ability to hyper control his discipline yet, he'll probably try to sneak into a hobby shop of some kind so that he can get more finer tools.
Yeah, that's fine. You look around, so you're gonna go do that. Elspeth, you're gonna steal bugs?
I'm gonna buy them. I was given money.
Okay, cool. So you're gonna buy some bugs, you get them, no problem. As you're looking around the small horticulture shop, you see a mid-50s or late 50s woman kind of tending to some plants on her own. She's got a little green apron on as she's misting some of the plants over nearby.
Ma'am, I am so sorry to bother you. I have a question.
Yeah, she turns around. You see, she's got like slick, slightly wild, but mostly tamed, like silver hair. And then she's got a pair of
You
like
look like
copper goggles on as she turns around.
Janet is just gonna butter this lady up. You remind me of my grandmother, and she was always so good with plants and flowers. Just the greenest thumb. I bet you've got a green thumb.
She like lifts her goggles off and puts them on her forehead. What do you need, sweetheart?
Okay, I know this is gonna sound absolutely ridiculous,
Mm-hmm.
but
I've heard it all.
I am looking for a location here near Boston for dandelions. You know, sometimes they happen in like fields and large patches. I really wanted to take my family to get some really nice pictures done, but it's just not the same in a. I want a field, you know? Is there a place around these parts like that?
Yeah, she immediately, and I imagine in the background as this conversation is happening, we see Elspeth kind of like looking around and, just out of focus or whatnot. But she's like, yeah, there's a little place out by Peters Hill and Arnold's Arboretum out there.
Oh,
The Golden Slope. It's when it's in season, which is, well, right now, actually. You can head out that way and it's covered in dandelions.
amazing. Thank you so much for your help.
You
And
need directions. Hang on. And she actually like cuts you off and
Love
she
this
goes
woman.
behind the behind her little counter. She pulls out just like an old style paper map and she's like, all right, come over here. And
yeah.
and she starts drawing. She's like, okay, so we're here. Listen, you can go down this main road here, but especially at this hour, it's the weekend. It's going to be really, really busy. So if you're going tonight,
Possibly.
if you're going tonight, I would take these side roads. And she starts giving you
Great.
every
full
possible
direction.
route that you could fucking go to this place.
I'm so sorry. I didn't get your name.
Alara.
Oh, yeah, it is so nice to meet you. Thank you so much for your help. And you know what? I guess we're gonna take the bugs. And
She looks over, just seeing Elspeth with the bugs.
you don't happen to have any dandelions like potted? Like I could buy them pre-potted?
Hang on, let me, not, she looks around, like clearly not on display.
Or like, I don't know, sometimes they'll come in the little black things, like you can just get the like I don't know if they have any of those. Yeah.
Like I might have some in the back room. 1 second, hang on. And she'll actually run out back. I'll make a roll to see if she has any in the back. 6 and above, there'll be some. Hey, so she comes back out with one that has like 5 or 6 of dandelions in them.
This is perfect. I'll take that as well. Thank you.
And she like puts the bugs and she just, it's not like a computer, it's like a calculator that with like a paper like receipt that rolls out of it. It's like, all right, that'll be $47.89.
Well, here's 100. Keep the change for your help.
Oh, I can't do that. Look, do I look like I need that kind of help? Please, just stay there.
Please keep the change. I say very straightforward and bluntly.
Yeah. Oh, slightly aggressively. She's
I say persuasive. Like,
yeah, that's fine.
Please
she's like,
keep the money.
It's like she looks up. She's like, if you leave your money, I'm just gonna end up donating it, letting you know it's gonna go to. And she names like a charity for like reinvigorating planting trees around Boston.
I am, if nothing else, a charitable woman.
She smiles and nods at that. She's like, well, I'm glad I could help. If you need anything, please swing on by.
We will come back. You have created a loyal customer.
You can hear like the elastic on her goggles stretch as she pulls them back and places them back on
you
her
have
head.
A good night now.
And she waves as she turns and starts remisting her plants and kind of just working back at it again. If you step out, to look at the title of this or the name of the store, it's like, I don't know, fucking plant in a bottle.
Yeah, plant in a bottle. Perfect.
We got done.
Okay. New location for my book. Where's David? I look at Elspeth.
He went to a store, like just a store a couple buildings down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then we go to the car.
Yep.
Like,
David, you walk into a little hobby shop, grab the tools you want. There's a guy that's working behind the counter that doesn't seem to give too much of a shit about anything and very to himself. And you just bring it up and he just quietly rings you out. Doesn't really start conversation or whatnot. Unless there's anything you're looking to do, he'll usher you out pretty quickly.
It's just that.
Yep. And as you walk out, he follows you and you can, as you look behind you as the door shuts, you can hear it lock and you see him flipping it from open to close. You make your way over to the car that's just down right there running and waiting. You see Elle and Janet both in it. You step inside.
I got you something.
You keep getting me things.
Well, yeah. Look, I think I've probably put in the like passenger back seat.
Yeah,
It's like
as you step
dandelions are like seatbelt strapped in or
As you
something.
go to step into the back seat, you would see it sitting there, seatbelted in safety, like a little
Dandelions.
black plastic thing with dandelions in them.
How would David respond to that? I think, I think he would probably in this outfit that you've got me. There were pockets. I'm assuming there were pockets.
Oh yeah,
gotta have pockets.
Okay.
It's a work
Then
jumpsuit.
he's gonna dump out the dandelion heads that he had into like one of the pockets, either an upper shirt pocket or a lower pants pocket, and then he's just going to rip the heads off of the dandelions that you've got and stuff them back in the vial.
Okay. As you do so, and the plant, you pop the heads of the dandelions into the vial. You watch them wither and die instantly.
Oh, hey, we've
did I do
learned
wrong?
something. Nothing. It's not about the dandelions. It's about the bottle.
It's an experiment.
Yeah. And guess what?
We're
We've
learning
got
more.
Well, we're going to take a detour on the way home. In fact, I've got 6 particular routes. Anybody got a preference? You want the scenic one? You want to go through downtown? What you want?
Where the scenic, I suppose, but where are we going?
Done. You ask a lot of questions. Enjoy
coterie
the
now.
ride.
I'm an inquisitive individual.
There's a location that I want to check out, huh? What's
David
the
leans into
reality?
her.
I like your questions.
What's the reality of the fact that whoever David's been in contact with, if they are in some kind of physical and or corporeal state, that they are hiding out somewhere in the city, potentially somewhere near, I don't know, a field of dandelions?
Oh, I see. You're gonna
Now,
try
would
to.
you buckle up for safety reasons so that we can take a scenic drive?
Okay, let's see if this works.
I mean, it's worth a shot. Plus, you get to see more dandelions. And I just want to drive by. I want to see what's out there. Is it farmland? Is it industrial? Like, what is the foot traffic, not foot traffic,
You're looking, it's like just an eastern slope of a little bit of a field. And out this way, there's like some old colonial style buildings that kind of are out there. It's definitely like where people who have a lot of money would end up living. Not farmland, so to speak, but it's nowhere near as compact as like a city. It's way more on the outer skirts where a lot of money flows, residential, that
kind of
thing.
beautiful. I'll just kind of pull off to the side of the road, right, like on the shoulder, near the field, so we can like pause for a moment and take it all in.
Even at this hour, it's actually rather busy. You could see she wasn't kidding when it's like which is a popular place because it's beautiful. It's kept, but like it's still allowed to let the dandelions grow more wild here. And there's a lot of people that just kind of walk through the field. You imagine during the day, probably it's big enough for blankets to come out. There's trees. It's a nice little like park-ish area.
Huh.
It's pretty.
It is.
Nothing sticks out immediately or anything.
That's
No one's
right.
like,
I'm not here necessarily to solve the case. Just to David, you got any feelings, any tingles?
I do not think so.
Okay, well that's fine. Just good to know. That's all.
Mathis, you just gotta let me know if something feels familiar at all.
For sure.
And I'll just kind of drive the blocks, slow roll through the streets, get a feel for this area. Even
This is
if
all
it's
in,
residential.
but this is all in Bruja territory. You're out in Jamaica Plain, which is way south Boston, which is where it's at. So it's the edge of, it's like in Bruja territory. Just so you know. So
Good
you're
to
aware
know.
of where you're maneuvering and where you are.
That can go on my map.
But no, the dandelions don't elicit anything, any particular emotion. There's no weird energy feeling. There's no ominous individual standing in the field watching your car in a weird, like, horror movie-esque way.
Yeah.
None
I
of
didn't
that.
expect all of that.
None of that. Do you try the other dandelions in the bottle, David, or is it just that one time?
I don't know if he will try much more than that.
It's fine. Totally okay.
Can I just see if the bottle is a fetter? Can I just?
Sure.
think-
What are you looking exactly to do? Like, you're gonna take the bottle from him, and
Last time it was talked about, you said that I was very hesitant to give the bottle to anyone. That it like somebody else asked, and I was like, no, I don't want. I do not want that.
I know. That urge is still there, but doesn't mean it is a commanding urge.
Yeah, I would try to take the bottle and just like give it a
Would you ask for it, or would you just reach for it? Because around
I'd be
his
like,
neck.
I would be like, hey David, could I see that for a second?
And there is a hesitation. Now, something I think David would note is that while you're certainly still hesitant, you certainly don't feel as resistant to the idea as you may once have.
Would it be
But it's
fine
still,
if I held onto the cord?
Sure. I just kind of want to I'm just gonna put my hands on the vial and I just want to see if I can get any energy from it.
so what are you using specifically?
Just the binding fetter, where I can just identify.
As I said, you need to rouse for it.
You know, it says it's free,
It's
but
probably, then you're right. I mean, I imagine.
yeah. Oh wait, that's where the belt is. Yes, it's free.
Okay.
So it's just a wits and oblivion. I have to roll.
Difficulty of what? I can open it actually. If you just give me a second.
Yeah. Let me just make this roll. Let's see. Let me click on it. On activation. The vampire distracted. Oh yeah. I get a penalty on because I'm so focused on this, I get a penalty on dexterity and wits rolls. But
Gotcha.
a fetter might be an object, building, a person.
Here we go. Binding fetter. Close their eyes upon opening them. The irises.
Doesn't say what the difficulty is.
Might not be.
Maybe the storyteller.
Maybe the storyteller
Duration of
sets it.
scene. Yeah, I don't know if you actually do. You don't have to roll anything, I don't think.
Okay,
right?
because it says dice pool, wits, and oblivion for the binding fetter.
Really? On mine, it doesn't.
Oh, that's weird.
In the book, it doesn't anyway.
Yeah, on demiplane, it
Cost-free
has.
system on activation. The user senses become supernaturally attuned.
Yeah, maybe it is just like a sense the unseen kind of thing where you just activate it or heighten
yeah.
senses.
That seems to be what it is.
It's a level 1, so it's really not like doing rocket science, but like, yeah, I don't know why it says what's in oblivion next to it.
Yeah. So, yeah, you don't even have to touch it. You don't have to touch it at all. All you do is you take a moment and you just close your eyes. And David, you would see this, especially since she's turning around to face you. She takes a moment, she closes her eyes for a couple seconds, and when she opens them, there's a sheen over both of her eyes. It's not like inky black or anything. There's like this dull gray sheen that is almost perfectly reflecting the things that she's looking at, the things that come into her gaze. It's very eerie to look at, like a milky mirror that sits over her eyes. And as she looks down and you look down to the fetter, the vision around you doesn't change all that much. But when you look at the fetter, you do notice there is a gentle aura that seems to be emanating out of it. And it is unlike a lot of other auras, and this is, it's not a single color. It's not like gold or red. It's more of a ripple that seems to be coming out, like warping things around it. And it has a kind of flux of colors from like deep blue to a golden amber. And it just seems to shift. It doesn't sit still. It doesn't burst with light in any way. It is uneasy, and it just seems to warp your perception around the object more than anything else.
And this is specifically on the vial.
This is specifically the vial.
Okay. Huh. Elspeth, like, inquisitively, like, makes, she just is fascinated by it. This is different. I've never seen this before.
Okay, you want to explain?
As you know, she finishes up and she blinks a couple times, and then after like the second or third blink, her eyes completely return to normal.
Am I able to interpret that this?
Here's the thing: Elspeth's young. She probably hasn't seen many auras at all.
Yeah.
So every aura is probably going to be vexing to her.
Yes.
Okay. What did you see?
I write it down and I just like immediately, hold on. I need to immediately write this down.
Sure. Yeah, just drive.
Flux of strange colors and aura in the vial. Not like the ring or the book or the grave. Like all the other things she's like detected auras on. Yeah. I don't know what this is yet, but I've made a note in my journal of various auras. Whatever that this is, just David, your vial is carrying some strange presence to it, and I don't quite know what it is. I'm gonna have to do a little bit more investigating. But we're on to something here.
Okay, so it is the bottle. So see, honey,
it's the bottle.
You didn't kill those dandelions.
Well, that is good news.
It is good news. Would you like some more dandelions? There's a whole field.
But what would I do with them?
Well, whatever you like. You can make a flower crown. We could take some of the seeds back and you could plant some at the quarry if we could find some good dirt. You could bundle them and give them to somebody that you love and appreciate.
It's not a bad idea.
See, you could tuck one behind your ear. You could pluck them all free and throw them up in the air and let them rain down. Yeah, all kinds of things you can do.
You all keep role playing. I need 2 minutes.
Yep.
Or we could keep experimenting with the vial.
Or we could keep experimenting with the vial, though I assume if we pick more dandelions and put them in the bottle, the outcome will be the same.
Yes, but what if we do something beforehand to like maybe I decay at first and then put in. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud of just some things. We don't have to get more dandelions, David, if you don't want to, but it seems that there's some sort of connection here. So
I like them, but I do not know how to care for them, and they seem quite nice here.
Well, that's fine. The ones in the pot we can take back. The ones that are left, we can take those back to the quarry. They're already suited to be planted. We could teach you how to take care of a flower. Very easy. Little love, little nurturing.
I did not know that you know how to take care of flowers.
I mean, just like any housewife, the bare minimum. I can water it. I can tell it it's pretty. I can put it in a pot and give it some sunshine.
You know so many things.
I'm so glad you think that, hun. Do you know if more men had told me that in my lifetime, there'd be a lot less dead men.
Elspeth actually.
What did I come back to?
Elspeth snickers at that.
But we are a little outside of our territory. I don't know about you all, but I am desperately hungry. And unfortunately, I'm just not sure it's a good idea to be plucking people off the street and eating their organs outside of territory that,
I am
doesn't
too.
belong to hung. Oh, David, are you hungry?
I think there is always a lingering hunger, but I crave now more to do my art.
Yes, so we all could probably use a little something.
Okay, well...
Any of you have a herd?
No.
Okay.
No,
I have the
eat
farm.
people's organs.
Well, listen, I know you don't have a herd, Janet, but I can't remember if the other two have a herd.
David, you mentioned you did not enjoy drinking from the individuals in which you shared an evening with.
I did not.
What can we offer you? What would you like, David?
I liked going to the petting zoo. It was easy there, and they seemed to not mind me.
Okay. Well, that's a bit of ways away. Would you like to go fly to the petting zoo and get you dinner and let me take Elspeth somewhere where she can...
That is fine.
Or we can make the trip. It's just gonna, round robin and all that. Everybody gets their turn, except for Janet because,
I should be fine if you wanted to leave me at the quarry. It would allow me the rest of the evening to work on my statue.
Of course, but you need to eat.
When I am hungrier, I will, I promise.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we'll drop you on the
Um,
way. I'll take her to go feed.
Yes, unfortunately, my feeding type is very specific. Although I'm curious
You haven't
as
gone fed off of Janet's mom recently at all.
Well, you ain't
yes,
gonna feed off my mama, but you can feed off any of the other people in
That's true.
coma.
And then
Right,
the
right.
other thing is, has Elspeth ever thought about bag blood?
No, she
I
has
don't know
not
if that was
considered
something
that.
she considered before.
It might be good to have that on in the back burner in
I
case.
really wish the mob needed bodies disposed of, Mathis. That would
It's
be
coming.
so
Don't worry.
nice.
You just don't have to.
Do we have-
when
so
your quarry
nice.
is more repaired, we'll have
Does
more.
does Boston have a rack, like
Yeah.
a open feeding area?
Yeah, you're not allowed to use it, but yes,
What? Why are we
you're
allowed?
all punished to stay in Waltham.
we don't
and
get
feed
any
only in
benefits.
Waltham. For 6
Oh,
months,
right. That was part of
that restriction will lift after 6 months.
not that I could feed there because anybody I feed on is
Correct.
gonna freaking scream their brains out.
Yeah, you have a very unique situation, but you can
I was
go
just
to the
curious.
coma ward. You can still go to the coma ward.
Yes, I would probably go there. I was just more thinking, maybe one of these nights we can be a little social, and go out and meet some other people.
that'd
My
be a good
eyes kind
idea.
of cut her. You mean like enjoy other people's company?
Yes, like go make friends, be social.
I don't need friends,
But David and I do.
but we can be social.
We are social with each other, and that's great. But like, I think
Well,
David
we
and I are.
can't go to the rack. Where do you want to go?
I don't know.
You could go flirt with that bartender down in Bruja territory, you know.
We could go back to that Anarch bar.
It's not really my personal scene, if you know what I mean. I have a feeling nobody wants to talk to mom.
I know. Maybe I could take David there sometime.
No, I imagine you and David would have a great time.
Okay.
But I feel like maybe Janet would stick out like a sore thumb.
Yeah. It's just a thought, David. Maybe we were talking earlier about like doing more things. Maybe one night we could do that. But for now, we should just go feed.
Anything that would not get us into trouble, I would be okay with trying.
Do you want to go to the coma ward? Be easiest.
Yeah,
Yes.
so I'll drop him on the way at the quarry so he can keep
Yep.
working on his piece, and then I'll take her to the coma ward.
Specifically for Elspeth, I want you to write in your character sheet that you have a herd too,
Oh.
but it is only with the express permission of Janet that you have it.
Okay.
So if Janet ever revokes that from you, you lose it. Or Janet disappears and you can't get in. Like there's just it comes at the cost of Janet allowing you into the coma ward to feed in the coma ward.
As long as you don't feed him my mama, we're
Right,
okay.
right, of course. Yeah.
I also-
like Janet, yeah.
I forgot that I have this vein tapper merit, which
Oh,
is
what does it do again?
basically it's just that it's feeding is personal to me. Like I don't like other people
Right.
being around. So if like
Absolutely.
Janet,
Yeah,
Which-
I'll give you your privacy.
so Janet
That
was
has
like,
always been the case with Elspeth so far
Yes.
anyway. Where
yeah,
she
remember
was-
she told you the one rule the first time she took you is don't kill anybody. If you kill someone,
yes,
problems.
You're done.
And then she doesn't need to watch. She has clearly her own personal reason for going, and she'll go paint her mom's fingernails, spend some time with basically a touchstone, right?
Yeah.
and let you do what
you
you
each
gotta do.
take your privacy.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You probably
exactly. Like
meet
you'll
in the
have your
hallway
privacy
when you're done. You know,
Mhm.
you have your ways of doing it. So go ahead and feed down to one because you had 3 hunger, right?
Yay.
And
Okay.
Janet, I want to just make the assumption that you are going to get, like, unless you want to make a roll, you can make your hunting roll. Do you want to go hunting now or are you going to hold off? Because I'm
problem
looking
is
to
that
fast forward about a week's worth of time once you're all fed, and we're
I
going to
see.
have time move forward about a week.
Well, then at some point, then over this night or the next couple nights, somebody's got to die, or I've got to get my hands on some organs.
Sure.
And she can't. They're too. She doesn't have the money to buy them off the black market, right?
Yes. Yeah. I would say you could reach out to the Tremere, and they would bring, not all the time, obviously, but you're working with them, and they seem willing to bring you food if you're willing to allow them to bring you food.
I mean, right now,
They
if
can
that's
only
what I
bring you
got,
about 1 point of hunger every time they show up.
that's okay. And I just killed a guy, so I'm a little worried about killing another
Yeah.
dude in the territory. So
So
I
the
think
other
Janet
thing you
would
do is
would
reach out to
happily take the
Tremere.
one. Yeah,
So you reach
she
out.
would reach out, take a one for now because
Yep.
we're in desperate need, and then she needs to make a plan for offing another person. Yeah.
Okay. So you all feed for the most part, all basically down to 1. And like you said, David, you kind of go to the quarry and your plan is just to work on this. this sculpture for however long it takes. And because you kind of got things, everybody was got things moving as you kind of rounded the quarry. Before I do a quick skip, is there anything else you would like to do before we just fast forward a week? A week's worth of construction would take place. We just kind of move forward a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, if we move forward a week, I'll have to have something new prepped for the Tremere to turn in, or at least call on that Monday.
we can talk about that for sure. Elspeth?
I'm prepping for my new ceremony, which takes several weeks for me to actually learn.
So 9 weeks of learning.
So that's week 1.
We're going to visit that next time we have you in the session too, because there is a whole thing you have to go learn. This is something you're trying to teach yourself from scratch, essentially.
Yep.
So as this night of milkshakes and shopping comes to a close and we kind of fade to black, the words 1 week later kind of fade in and fade out. As we come back down, David, you have been spending every waking moment that you have working on this thing. Like you said before, there is that feeling of something inside of this rock that calls to you. You don't even know what you're chipping at, only that, like I said last episode, it feels like you're freeing whatever this thing is. And over the days, Elspeth and Janet, you do see this hunk of granite, this hunk of stone being whittled into a general blob. And then slowly but surely the blob it gets whittled down to more of a shape. And you realize maybe 3 days in, it's definitely a human or a human shape of some kind. Not really sure if it's a human or kindred. Obviously, there's no way to know. And David, you kind of chip away at this, and as you begin to work on this, and as the days pass, to David, there is a sense of familiarity that whatever is underneath this rock, you are familiar with, and you're not entirely sure why. You can't think of a face, you can't think of a figure, but as you work on the stone, one comes into being, the shape of an individual. And as the days continue, it's more and more obvious that this individual is a female, is a woman. And on that 7th day, as a week kind of passes, and your finishing touches are done. You brush away, you probably have an actual brush now from the tools you bought, actual chisels, and you're brushing away the last of the dust. And remember, you rolled 11 successes on this thing. This thing looks very lifelike. This is an incredible work of art that an experienced hand could only do. And as you step back, you know this face, but you do not know why. What stands before you is what looks like maybe a younger woman, a little on the scrawnier side. She's hunched a bit with her shoulders forward, and she's wearing seemingly no clothing. Her bare feet kind of look like they're gripping the dirt underneath, and her head is ever so tilted to the left. Her hair is extremely long. As you take all of this in, you hear a motorcycle. Elle and Janet. Obviously, David too, but he's been in the
Gotta love the loyalty of a Brewha.
That's why everyone needs a Brewha board.
Pull up your knee socks, honey.
About a week has passed, and he comes in, and you just hear him say, "Janet, Miss Janet, you here? Janie.
I'm here. Stop hollering."
And as he walks in, Janie, sorry, that doesn't really work, huh? Janet, I don't know where I apologize. And he just kind of cuts himself off. And then he sees Elspeth there, and he's and he just gives you a little wave.
She just waves, hi.
You say hi, and he gives you a nod, what's up? Doesn't see David, and he's like, is the other one around? It doesn't really matter, I guess.
He's
actually, no, fully does.
Deep in a creative endeavor.
He kind of was like, it's fine. You asked me to look for somebody. It took me a hot minute, but somebody that might be able to help you with some magical proclivities, I guess we can call them. And he raises his eyebrow.
As long as they're off the grid.
Well, that was the hard part and why it took me so goddamn long.
But I knew you were the man for the job.
He smiles. Out in Dorchester, there's a woman, I was told.
Dorchester.
Yeah, it's Anarch territory.
Okay.
Great. Okay. Dorchester. Yeah, just this lady have a name?
I wasn't given a name per se, more of a title.
Okay.
Said she could help. I don't know what she takes for payment, but you should just go to this address, and he gives you an address. Yeah, she calls herself the Witch of the Yods.
No.
And as you say that, and our camera cuts.
fuck?
It's back to David looking at the statue. And as you tilt your head, you feel so familiar. Everybody else would recognize this face from a different world. Well, from a different city. She lives in a dump. We hear the voice of the Bruja while we continue to stick with David in the statue. Says she knows some magic or something. She might be able to help figure out what you want. Best of luck.
That's good information. Thank you.
He just shakes his head. No problem. Just trying to help you out.
Well, you'll be glad to know I passed our little metal piece of evidence on to maybe somebody who could give us some information.
Wheels are turning. We'll get this fucking bastard. I know we will.
We sure will.
He smiles when you say that, and just there's a genuine like there's a I won't even have make you a wits insight. There's a genuine there's a feeling of relief that this individual is being able to talk to somebody who seems to know means what she says. That no bullshit tone and be like, we will, and he's like, goddamn right we will.
I don't mean to get personal, but did none of your clan interested in helping you with this mystery?
He's like, you guys kind of talked about that last time is what I'm getting at. They do, but they want to do it by their way, and he has a personal vendetta, and he wants to handle it.
He wants to move it in his own timeline. Well,
yeah, he wants to be the one that does this.
So far, this has turned out to be a really good, unexpected and serendipitous partnership.
He smiles. Yeah, well,
my friend Elspeth and I, and David, of course, due to our current situation, are not really allowed to associate at the rack. But Elspeth, she really wants to get out and make new friends. Don't you, Elspeth?
It has been kind of isolating in this quarry, yes.
How inviting would you say, what is that freaking place called? It's called the Riot Act. How inviting is the Riot Act for new faces? Not mine, don't worry.
He smiles. He laughs. He's like, as long as you ain't got a bad attitude, they ain't gonna kick you out.
That's good to know.
And just don't vomit in the bar.
Yeah, he does roll his eyes a little bit when you say that in a slightly frustrated way. Yeah, I mean, the rack is fine, but it's going to be better. The dive bars are better.
Plus, it's on the south side, am I right?
He just laughs at, but wholly agrees with you. Well, anyway.
I appreciate that, too. A nice open door policy. Plus, we'll see you there.
And I hope you get the answers you're looking for.
I appreciate it. You, too. And when I hear something back about the casing, I'll let you know.
Yeah, let David know I said hi. It was good to see you, Al.
Well, let's see if he'll come out of his room. David!
Do I? Am I not?
You're not in a trance or anything. You're not in a trance in any way.
You're locked in.
You're not the person looks familiar. You can't put a name to her face. She just looks familiar.
Can I move it?
Yeah, it's a sculpture.
I mean, and David's not weak. Can I fly with it?
Yeah, I'd say sure.
Then
it's a bit of a struggle. It's not like you're moving at top speed with this thing. It's a fucking life-size sculpture.
I'll probably yell up, one moment. Hold on. And then he'll kind of like carry it from the most gentle place that he possibly can. And
up into the top layer.
Yeah, move it up to the top.
As you land, he's like, and you just see the Bruja kind of watch with wide eyes, and you lay it down. He's like, well, goddamn, you've been busy. Good to see you, bud.
It's very beautiful, David. Who is it?
I don't know, but they are familiar to me, and I don't know why.
Well,
ex-girlfriend, maybe. And he like laughs a little bit at that.
Yeah, sure, an ex-girlfriend. That's a thought.
I totally caught Janet off guard.
Yeah, actually, at this point, nothing's off the table because we don't know nothing. Well, it's really nice, David.
Looks great.
Well, you should find a place to like put it,
Now that I have made it, I do not know what to do with it.
Well, as most artists don't know what to do with it. The best thing you can do is sell it or put it somewhere where you can't keep messing with it, Admire it.
Make a little like garden of statues somewhere.
Yeah, we could plant some dandelions around it. He likes dandelions. I
do.
Yeah. You just
Roman
see,
it on
you just
the-
see
Let our
Roman just kind
company.
of like nod. Okay, sure.
For now, I will move it out of the way.
Okay, yeah, I don't want to get hit by a car or damaged in all of the construction and all that. Roman, you take care. Oh, David, Roman said that you and Elspeth can go socialize at the Riot Act, a nice brouhaha bar on the south side. I'll even
Yeah,
let
just try
you
to
take
keep
the
your
car.
insides in the inside, yeah? And he looks to Elspeth again.
She laughs nervously.
I was gonna say, is it like a nervous laugh from
You
Elspeth?
know, speaking of insides, Roman, since you seem like well, if you and the Brewhigh ever need bodies disposed of, you know I have a talent for that.
I mean, I do now.
Good. You keep old Janet in mind.
He nods. He genuinely nods. He's like, we for the most part, people aren't trying to kill people. So, like, yeah,
Well, I do know occasionally things happen, and when we need a good masquerade cleanup, non-dusting bodies are hard to dispose of. I am very good at it.
I will keep it in mind and pass it along to those who know or would need your services.
Thank you so much.
By the way, I haven't forgotten your request from the last time with the person you wanted to talk to. I'm still working on it, but I might need a little more time to perfect
You
the
see,
work.
truly, his eyes light up a little bit when you say that, and he's like, listen, even if you can't make it happen, I can't thank you enough for even looking into it. I feel a little weird asking, but if you are what you say, you don't really run into many of your kind, you know?
Yeah, I haven't forgotten.
I'm not a man for boons, but I'm willing to like pay or whatever it is
No,
that
I
needs to be
think
done.
Elspeth has only talked about how much she wanted to help you.
Really? And he's like looks to Janet, like he looks at Janet like,
Yeah,
really?
it's all she can really talk about. We had to go buy bugs and everything.
She likes your bike.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, your bike.
Oh my
I like my
God.
bike too. You ever gone riding on one?
No, but I've always been interested. I was a little afraid when I was alive because you could probably if you crash on one of those things, you're a goner. But for us,
Well,
it's like a couple of dust.
We're
Couple
not
of
doing anything
scrapes.
tonight. Why don't you take Elspeth for a ride?
Elspeth's eyes widen.
You probably don't do that very subtly, and he notices. He's like, I got stuff to do tonight, but I'll tell you what, you figure out that ritual, and I'll take you out on a nice long ride.
You got it.
That Elspeth, a nice long ride.
This is like when your parents are like, like
he is not,
super
he is not
obvious.
ignorant to what is
Elspeth.
happening here.
If it is fun, you'll have to tell me. He can take me for a ride too. I've never been on a bike.
Yeah.
I bet Roman's never flown before. David's a really good pilot.
Would you want to fly?
I'm a man who likes to keep my feet firmly planted on the ground.
Good answer.
Well, then why are you riding a bike very quickly? That is silly.
Roman.
Yeah. He just looks. He's like, all right, well, it's good to see you, I guess. And Elspeth's like, bye, goodbye.
That's
And
awkward
as he's like,
salute.
and he turns like, oh, and Elspeth, I like the little necklace thing you got going on.
Oh, thank you.
And he gives like this very not subtle, but still very smooth, like wink at you because it's not subtle what Janet's doing. And he turns to leave. Within a few minutes, he not only does the motorcycle rev, but you hear him rev it a couple extra times, really loud.
Just for you.
And Janet, I'm assuming, does look over.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was that last one. That one was for you.
Oh my gosh.
Does it
Janet,
need it
hear
many
that,
times
David?
before it goes?
He did an well, clearly he does. He was showing off his revving engine for.
He is a coward to me. He
Elspeth.
does not want to fly.
Well, not everybody likes heights, honey.
Janet.
We cannot die from falling.
What? You got a motorcycle date? He's revving engines. He's invited you to the bar. Are you complaining?
You know what? I appreciate the help. Just maybe next time don't lay it on so thick.
I don't know what you're talking about. I was subtle.
Oh, is this how your
So
sons
subtle.
feel when you try to get them on dates?
No, my sons weren't allowed to date. Well, not after they went into servitude. I'm the lady of their life, you know?
Oh boy.
And as you all turn around and just kind of like see David and the statue, there's probably a beat.
Yeah, David, let's talk about the lady that desperately needs some conditioner. What? You say you think you know her?
She does feel very familiar to me.
Huh. Okay. Well, Roman came with some information I think we all might find beneficial. Remember how I told you I was going to do my best to find an off-the-grid Tremere that would maybe be able to sample some of your blood in a way that won't put you at risk? Maybe we could get some of those answers you was looking for?
Yes.
Remember? Okay, well, he found somebody. She calls herself the Witch of the Yard. Whatever the fuck that means.
Is that someone that we can trust?
I don't know that we can trust her. Not yet, anyways.
Can you trust anybody who does blood magic?
But I feel like technically if she's not sitting inside the chantry, maybe she can she can still give us good information. Sometimes you got to take risks to get what you really want. And if what you really want, honey, is answers, we'll find some. Supposedly she's in Dorchester. I got an address. So maybe tomorrow night we'll swing through. We can figure out what this Witch of the Yard is all about. And, you know.
As maybe David nods and Elspeth nods. You know,
but only if you want to.
I do.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
And as I say that, as the camera lingers, zooms in on the statue for a little longer. And as it does, it slowly fades to black. And we'll end our episode there. And when we three of you return, you're heading south. To a mysterious place, to a mysterious kindred that none of you truly actually know.
Clearly not.
And we'll pick up there.
By south, you mean they're going to the bar, right?
Dorchester South.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
North,
No, I'm joking.
South.
I was not
yeah, okay. Oh, well, yeah. That's a whole other side story that we'll have to be exploring is Elspeth's love of this brouhaha, Roman.
Yep.
That's it for us. We're out of here. Thank you guys so much for supporting us. We'll be back next week with myself, Leon and Betty. It'll be a pair, the pair of them.
A duo.
A duo. And then it should be back to normal again after that. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. We'll see you